Welcome, everyone, to session 34 of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. In the last session, you continued your quest for parts of Styles' ship. On the journey, you decide to take a journey from Farreach Bay to the Old Town, where the next part was kept, the compass hidden in the abandoned castle. You decide to take the ship across at night to save some time, as it was a day's journey from there. And on the journey, you smoked your Minotaur's grass, found out its maze-finding properties, which could come in useful later in the campaign. And after some conflict between Sunny and Picard, and some bedtime reading from Picard to Sunny, there was an impact on the underside of the ship, causing a breach in your hull. Using your combined skills, you resolved the critical issue quite well. And although you failed to see what caused the issue, there was... Ellie managed to spot a missing island that seemed to be there and then disappear. You were going to say something?
I was just going to say, and the trip back's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Well, we'll see. You continued on to your destination, and reaching where the old town was, you docked the vessel and made your way through the old crumbling ruins, where you ran into some intrusive vines. Managing to escape these, you found that people had been encouraging them to breed with fertilizer, and you also found some tattoo ingredients, which you put into your bag of holding, I believe. Approaching the large fortified castle, you saw signs of life inside. You decided to split the party and race for the compass. One group interacting with the seemingly peaceful commune that had settled in there, the others stealthily infiltrating the main walls. You two, Scarrick and Ozzy, talking with Great Owl and other members, you fell behind, causing you to deploy some giant creatures to level the playing field slightly and try and bring down your opponents. Unfortunately, didn't work. They managed to get into the tower first, but then they did run into the issue that was in the tower, the small family of mimics that had set up there. You eventually managed to meet up and destroy the mimics, find the treasure, and there was a slight bout of pickpocketing between Scarrick and Styles to see who actually had it in their pockets. And after some sketchy tactics, it was Scarrick who kept it, and Scarrick and Ozzy who found it first.
Winners!
So, our story carries on. You've just left the main tower, and big old brown bear, the giant half-orc, whose eyes still damp with tears, has just finished embracing you.
Is Pat frozen for anyone else?
Yeah, in the loser pose.
I thought it was just really
Son of a
good
gun.
at
That's commitment. The story will begin when we receive Styles back. I'll ping him a message. He's back.
Who's the loser now?
Yeah.
Ruthless.
It crashed right at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just froze with you doing that.
We couldn't tell if it was frozen or you just committed to the cause.
Yeah.
Are you back in? You happy?
Yeah, it's just stupid, man.
You can stop your crying now. We made it. We've
Yeah.
we've eliminated the problem as well. So
Thank you. We must go tell Great Owl then.
oh yeah.
She'll be so pleased.
Do you think she'll still have clothes on?
But yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And he sort of bundles you down. He still closes the door behind you and sort of puts the bar in place. Still wary of the presences that could lurk in the main castle. And you head back down. How do you introduce the others to the commune?
Well, has that guy
they've
not
only
questioned them at all?
He just greeted you two first. And
Okay.
as the others come out, I presume he would turn and, you've made some friends?
Oh, don't be alarmed. These are the second half of our adventuring party. They climbed over the wall while you wasn't looking, so it was a good test of your security abilities, and you failed. So we might have to report that to the Grand Owl.
Oh dear. Well, I guess we could just say they were with you all along. And he sort of pushes past you and embraces you two in his big arms. Any friend of theirs is a friend of ours anyway.
Packard sort of like steps back away and says, "Don't touch me, you smelly hippie."
No.
Oh yeah,
Not quite as pleasant.
Yeah, that one's a bit rough around the edges. Don't worry. He doesn't share the spirit of freedom and what's the word I'm looking for here? He's very right wing.
Right. I once saw a bird with only a right wing and it couldn't fly properly at all, so
No, it's
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, he's only got one arm as well, so you know.
Oh, really?
Aye, it's important
lose
to
it
have
in
a
there?
balance.
He lost.
Of course, I didn't lose it in there.
Oh
fool.
no, he didn't lose it in there. No.
Right.
You can tell the schools here are underfunded. Right, let's be off. We've got
As
what
well
we
as
need.
the arts.
Well, come, back to the main camp, and he leads you through, and Great Owl greets you, and with everyone around, they accept the others in, and they offer you to either stay the evening or they'll let you carry on. At this point, it is coming to early evening. The sun's getting low in the sky, but you know you have a day's travel back to Far Reach
Did we
Bay.
walk through? Did we walk? It was the woods, wasn't it?
It was like the
the
ruined town where
ruin.
the vines were. At the moment, you're just in the castle keep.
And I think we need to stay the evening. I could do with a bit of
Right,
a
I
rest
mean,
after all that scrapping
It would
anyway.
be silly to trek through that treacherous jungle again in the dark.
And it'd be nice
much-
to have a bit of a party with newfound folk.
Yes, as much as I really don't want to
You're
stay
always
the
thinking
night,
with your dick, Ozzy.
I think it would be wise to stay here.
What's that?
I hate it here. I hate these people, and I'm stood like right next to them. Look at them. I hate
They
them.
sort of turn to you and they're like, maybe you should just chill out, man. One of them, like this one who looks, it's just smoke emanates from every orifice on him.
It's
He
okay.
passes you
He's,
this huge, like hollowed out tree stump with a small pipe in one end of it. Have a go on this.
I take hold of it, and I look at it, and I hoof it as hard as I can over the wall.
No, dude. And he sort of, his eyes go up.
I say, "Trust me, young man. I've done you a favour."
And as you do, you see Ellie swoop down, snatch it out of the
I
sky,
was literally
and slowly circle around. And Ellie knows what Ozzy would want.
Packard's like butters to himself. Bastard dragon.
Nice, dude.
She
And this
bring-
guy just,
brings it back to me, and I'll take a big puff on it, and I'll say, Packard here, he's also a free man, and he's free to have his own opinions. They don't quite extend to the love and peace of the rest of the gang.
and the guy sort of turns to you, Picard, and he looks towards you and he's like, it's okay, man. It's okay.
I take a massive puff on it, I just blow it in Packard's direction.
I wonder
And,
what spell I'm going to use to make everyone die.
As the evening moves on, you were all seated around the small campfire that they have, and food is passed around. There's mixtures of sort of simple breads and fruits and quite natural ingredients. Food's passed around, the smoke is flowing, and they also have their own home-brewed sort of, it's almost a pale ale, quite a simple brew, which they're all enjoying. Unless you have any specific questions or things you'd like to ask them. Anything in particular?
Yeah, Is it the Grand Owl, Great Owl? What was the name of that
Yeah,
place?
so the sort of layout, you're all sat around the fire, and the great owl sits at the head on sort of a larger stump. A few people sit round her, and the rest are all spread out with you amongst them.
Tell me, what brings your group
Yes, child.
to this old town?
Some of us used to live here when this was the only place on these islands.
Oh,
Many years ago, people decided they wanted to move, and we wanted to stay and welcome like-minded people who are free like us.
wait, how long you been here? Because our friend Styles here came not too long ago and, stashed this compass here, and I don't think you were there at that time.
We've only situated ourselves in the castle recently due to rumours of attacks and busyness of the main town. We've lived across the island in the small shacks for years.
Tell me, have you been growing crazy mutated people-killing plants using fertilizer?
Yes.
Right.
The vines when we left the houses, the vines were our main source of protection. We have decided to spread them across the island.
Oh yeah, good move.
Secure ourselves.
Yeah.
Did you run into them?
Oh, we might have
did.
done. Yeah, they
And
weren't very
were they
friendly.
effective?
Well, yeah, we actually had 2 more party members with us that were eating.
Oh.
So here's to
Sorry,
That's-
but
here's to
That's not
Jeff and it was Jeff and Beth, I think. Jeff and
just
Beth.
know their spirits will be free and their bodies circled into the circle of life and nature.
Listen,
If we
so
find their
you
corpses,
know,
we will turn them into fertilizer.
Okay.
you know the plants of the area, do you? You wouldn't have happened
have
to know
so
if any of
much.
these plants are in the area. And who has the book? With tattoos, stuff.
I do. Let's say I can give it
Pass
to you.
out, yeah.
Yeah, I would just show it to her and say if she knows of any of these plants in the area.
She flicks through and she obviously points out the jungle one that you managed to pick up from sort of the village. The only other one she sees is, I believe there is. Let's get it up so I don't get it wrong. Ooh, come on. Come on, giant book. She says as she fumbles with the pages. This one, the cinder petal. I believe some of our followers have seen this in a large volcano.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
That's,
the
great
volcano,
news.
the burning rock.
Yes.
Oh, we just
We
come
do
from there.
occasionally
Bollocks.
venture out, but the rest I would not know, I'm afraid.
It's fair. Maybe we need
Thank
to
you, that's,
take a trip
useful
back there
anyway.
before we go.
I mean, it's kind of what we surmised, but it just reaffirms it.
Will you sleep with us under the stars tonight?
I'm sure Ozzy will. Aye.
Oh,
Sleep
def-
with none of you,
most
you filthy
definitely.
wretches.
Who wants
Perhaps.
to cuddle up closest to me?
Perhaps we can name one after Jeff and one after Beth.
What? The plants?
The stars.
The stars. I see. Yeah,
And
we
as you
could,
look
yeah.
up, you
Who
see at
the hell
this
are
point
Jeff and
the
Beth?
clouds have beginning to part and the night sky is above you, and as there is no sort of street lighting or tavern lighting or just the general bustle of the small towns that you've been at, the night sky is like you're out on the ocean, really clear.
Styles stands up and raises a glass to Jeff and Beth. May they rest peacefully together. And I look at the Grand Owl and say, it's such a shame they they had twins last week, and they came on this adventure with us to try and make some money for them. But looks like they'll have to be put into the orphanage now. Such a shame.
Fate is a cruel mistress. However, we found everyone's path always ends correctly and how it should be.
Oh wow!
don't know.
Try telling the kids that.
I thought
Yeah,
I was a
it's a
cold
shame.
bastard.
If they would like to join our commune, we will welcome them with open arms.
Nobody wants to join your little weird cult.
Hey, I'm considering it. I like it here.
Ozzy, these are weird and smelly people. We want no
So
business.
there was-
It's great.
It's just if you'd put a warning sign up, maybe. But
Yeah.
don't
What gives
know.
you the right to
I-
breed dangerous plants that could
I
take
hear
away?
your
people's
concern,
lives?
but if we put a warning sign, they wouldn't provide a good deterrent. Or
Well,
I mean,
someone
this island
said
is ours. It's abandoned.
it might be a better deterrent, you know.
Well, I'll
Keep
tell you,
away
I'll-
so
And
they
she
can't
sort of
find
looks
out.
around the group. What do you think? Should we put up a sign? And a few of them, there's like questions around, there's a few of them contemplate it. Some of them rubbing their long, dreadlocked beards. And Brown Bear stands like a tear rolling down one of his eyes. I think we should put a sign up. Saddens me to think of them poor children.
Fucking hell, Brown Bear, you need to cheer up, man. You're always crying.
It's just everything's so emotional.
I take like an empty bag and say, it's tradition within our group to collect some donations for the family the evening, and I approach the Mr. Men first.
I whispered to Scarrick, fucking Stars is always thinking with his wallet, isn't he?
Let's go.
Icad's looking around, dumbfounded. He has no idea what's going on.
I pull
No.
out in my hand. You see, it's full of gold coins, and I place them into the bag.
Thank you, Ozzy, and I continue to go around the members of the congregation, well, not the congregation, the
Just-
group now.
Please let me.
Can I just
Brown Bear steps forward. Go
just Stars? Can you make a perception check while I roll a
Well,
stealth check?
I would assume that knowing you, it won't real, and you
Oh,
know
okay.
what I'm doing. yeah. Because I would. No, my plan is to share it out with the dog. You know.
Oh, I see.
We're a team.
Yeah, it was an illusion.
Yeah, I give Ozzy the little wink as I do it.
Okay.
Brown Bear like pushes it almost through and comes. Let me put something in first. And you see him reach into like this large pocket on the top of his collar. He pulls out a small twine string, the size of like a necklace to you, but for him it's probably would fit around like his upper arm or like wrap around his wrist a couple of times. I've carried this since I lost these many moons ago. I believe they'll bring you luck. And you peer at the items on the necklace and you see they are the baby teeth of an orc, obviously his baby teeth. And he pops them into the pouch and just puts his arm onto your shoulder. Move to the next person. A woman with
Oh, I don't like this.
long,
This isn't very nice at all.
entwined hair. Her hair is filled with different flowers and bits of branch and twig. She reaches into her hair and pulls out a small, almost enclosed flower, white petals with a yellow center, and she places it inside. This will bring them peace. And as you move around, you get an odd collection of items. Anything from flowers and small sticks and branches. Some people have formed these sticks into intricate carvings. And when you get to Great Owl, you see she looks at you and says, "Do you have a vial?"
I believe we do.
Yeah, I look at Scarrick with his little blood collection.
Oh yeah.
I've got one, and then I'll reach into my bag and pull out one more.
And you pass it to her, and you see she takes it, and she looks you dead in the eye and says, "There is nothing a person can give more than a mother's milk." And you see she slowly brings her top down and her breast, succulent. She places the bottle onto it and squeezes, and this white, creamy milk
Oh, giggity.
fills the vial. She passes it back to you, her head bowed.
Packard's like, by the gods, woman, just don't be so. Put it
For the
away.
children.
Don't be so disgusting. Have some decency.
Thank you, I think, and I walk over to Ozzy and said, "Look, you can have this. You look
Jen.
after the children."
I was hoping you'd say
She
that.
stands, linking hands with the people next to her. We will sing. Sing for their spirits,
Oh yeah.
and
I-
wish them on into the next life.
I pull out my guitar and wait for
And
someone
as you
to
do,
make
the
a
person
start.
next to you sort of tries to take your hand from the guitar, and they're like,
No. I'm going to accompany you all.
and then they sort of push you into the middle, then, and
You
wink
won't
the
ever
person
have-
next to you.
You will never have had a song like this.
Mr. Packard, do you want to come with me and check the outer defences?
So long as I don't have to touch that weird bag of breast milk you have.
It's okay.
Sure.
Ozzy's got it.
Oh,
Come on,
good.
let's go for a walk.
Yes. Let us leave
as-
these.
As you walk away from the camp, you hear the beginning of a slow, monotonous chant. There's a cacophony of different pitches, none of them quite on key. Yet it's a harrowing, minor, just melody
I pull
that
out.
echoes in the night sky.
I try like riffing along with it, like matching the
Make a
sad minor
performance
chords.
check.
And yeah, I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I thought that was a 16, but it's an 18. Performance,
Mm-hmm.
18 plus 7 is 25.
Your first instinct is to just really refrain from curling your face in disgust, as this is one of the most off-key pieces of music, if you can call it music, that you've heard. However, being the talented performer that you are, you manage to click into these underlying beats and these underlying tones, and using some harmonics on your instrument and some minor progressions, you manage to make a melody that almost ties people together.
I'd like to think, just as a bit of flavour, so obviously as I play like lights and smoke and stuff comes out of my guitar, I'll also cast minor illusion as well to create the image of like two generic faces, adventuring party faces, to kind of like float around in the mist around us and stuff as well.
Nice. The chanting and performance lasts 2 hours, as those of you who are still there almost get sucked up into the rhythm, and at the end of it,
I'm assuming I'd be pretty high at this point, so I was like, just
Oh, yeah.
quite happy.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like-
I'd probably also be high.
well
so
into
I'd
it.
just,
there you're swept up in the energy, the positive, and it's a positive, somber tone that sweeps you up. And after 2 hours, most people are just curled up on the floor, asleep.
Scarrick, I like at some point I would say to Scarrick, like, Scarrick, I think I really like it here. Like, maybe we should just fuck everything off and live it out
Oh, you're just
with this
high.
lot. I am. Yeah, it's not the first time. I always seem to have these feelings when I get high. Just fuck the world, you know? Living out here as a
Aye.
free man.
It's important to carry that, but not live that, you know?
Mm.
You can just kind of use that information, but maybe don't get too pulled along by it.
Yeah, but it's like there's no problems here. Do you know what I mean? There's no
Well,
real
there's
world
problems.
issues.
There's going to be real little issues the second they come up against actual force.
But titty milk. Titty milk.
Aye, that's strange thing to give.
I don't know if it is, you know.
You haven't done anything with that, have you, Ozzy?
I dare you to drink it.
Not a chance. Oh my god,
As you
stop
sort
it.
of look at it, it has an odd scent. It's not like milk that you've smelled before.
Is she human?
It's almost yeah, is she human actually? Oh no, Pat, come back. We'll stop talking about breast milk. I think she is one of the humans, yes.
I thought she was an elf.
Oh, she is, yeah, she is elven, isn't she? Sorry. I just scrolled up from it, let me double check. Yeah, I think she was an elf, yeah.
Okay. It's
Even more special.
sweet.
But yeah, it has a rusky sort of scent to it. But you do see it's just being in the bag. It's been like a couple of hours now. It's beginning to sort of congeal, and it's not really a product that gets preserved very well. Going to be fresh from the teat.
Oh, we brought you some cheese.
Breast cheese. Only the breast.
Only the breast from my boys.
So, as you two ponder the drinkability of the elfin semi-off breast milk, what are you two doing as you wander away from the main group and head to the walls?
I think we just walk up to the top of the gatehouse, and I think you can look down on the little hippie camp from there, can't you, where the tents were?
Yeah. Most of the sort of battlements and towers you can see most of the rest of the island and into the camp, and you can see them just like circling around, and a smoke haze just coming from the fire. So
it looks like Ozzy's going a bit native down there.
Yes, well, that's what Mr. Ozzy's best at. I think he's got away with the people. Not like you or I, Styles. You know, you and I are pretty much the same when it comes to the social situations. But
yes, I do prepare to be on the outskirts of it, to be fair, sometimes.
Yeah.
My own privacy. Do you want to have a little wager if you've foretaken such a thing?
Well, I suppose I could be tempted. What are we wagering?
Ozzy's luck with that ground and owly lady, the elf.
Well, he does like to try his luck. Are you wagering he will succeed?
I think he'll succeed, and I will put 4 gold pieces on it.
All right. Yes, I will put 4 gold pieces that he will fail.
We shall see. We shall see then.
Indeed.
It looks like is he sniffing the milk?
Oh no, they're not going to drink it, are they?
No. I think Scarrick's going to be sick.
Disgusting. Well, I can't wait till we're out of here. The morning can't come any sooner.
Yes. Rob, remind me, I must get the compass off Scarrick as well. I think he's still got it.
Yes, the compass. What is our next trinket on your list?
We need to go get the box, the supplies, the item I need to take with us.
Where from?
It's I hidden it quite well in a shipwreck.
Ah, yes. Where have I heard that before? You say in a shipwreck. Is that
The ship was wrecked.
Yeah.
Above?
Above sea level or below sea level?
Oh, below. I didn't want scavengers to try and...
Yeah, I was worried it was going to be easy.
Yeah. No, all the best hiding places are the ones that can tricky to get to.
The ones that can kill you. Yes, that is so true.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't an active volcano, and there was no hippie commune last time I was here, and no murderous plants.
I don't think
But
that's going to save you, Styles, I'm afraid.
It's as if someone's looking over us, dictating what happens to us.
Some
Makes me-
cruel gods.
Well, that's why I am not. I don't carry faith much because
No,
gods
Miss.
and the great powerful can be a bit cruel, to be fair.
No, I only trust the sea. The sea is always fair and just.
Ah, well,
Speaking
she
of
can
the
be a
sea-
cruel mistress as well, though. To be fair,
Justice can be cruel. Just
just
like
think, Jeff and Beth are never going to get to sail on her again.
they're not real people, Mr. Styles.
I know, but-
You swindled those poor titty milk hippies.
Yes, I was hoping for some gold, to be fair, but
Yes, well, you should have known your audience.
it looks like the twins will have to be sold into slavery. Not that I believe in such a thing. Medical research, maybe.
Much more morally sound practice. What did you think
Yeah.
to that strange landmass that we encountered out on our sail? Seems like we hit something, and our bosun reported a landmass that moved on.
Yes, that is concern. I haven't. Last time there was nothing like that here.
So you've heard no tales of large seaworthy creatures in this area?
Well, there's always tales, but not in this area. Nothing eligible. If I'd have known there was such a thing, it might have made a good hiding spot.
Yeah, about as good as the rest, I suppose.
I didn't like them mimics though. They were very. One tried having my arm off.
No, that was.
How would
that
it look like you?
Ah, yes. Looks at his arm. Feels sad for a moment. He's like, ha 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 ha. Laugh through the pain. Yes, good. Good one, Mr. Styles. Well, I hope we make it through tonight without me savaging some of these hippies, because they're going to get on my last nerve.
Yeah, so just think of the money you could win.
The money I will win.
So, and if you kill any of them and make them all sad, bets off.
Alright.
No one has sex on the sad. Yeah,
Except probably Ozzy.
yeah. To be fair,
Perhaps
no
he's,
killing.
Perhaps he's masking some sadness. Maybe he's trying to shag the pain away. I'm not,
Yes, well,
I'm not sure.
Fucking
Aren't we
pain
all?
away.
there is some pain. It's like crossbows and roses, and the stories I've heard of why the split.
What stories, Mr. Styles? How,
Well, it's rumours more than anything. I think there was something going on with one of the bandmates, Ellie, but he doesn't really like to speak about it much.
Ellie, one of the bandmates was called Ellie, you say?
Yes, he named. I think that's where the dragon name came from.
That bastard dragon is named after
No, the dragon wasn't in the band.
What?
I
Did you
think-
hear what happened to it?
No, not really. He used to play the fiddle. All right,
Fiddle. Well,
the fiddle, yes. And I
Ellie-
can't remember
Ellie
the
was a
drummer's
fiddler.
name. I think it was something real. Was it? I want to say Dave. But I don't know.
Dave the drummer.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Something tells me there's a dark, sad tale behind Mr. Ozzy's band.
There's only a certain void that sex can fill, though. I do fear.
Well, if
They do say you have to worry about the happiest of people.
if there is a void, Ozzy will surely fill it.
And he's going to do it tonight with the Great Owl, and I'll win myself 5 gold pieces.
Oh, we'll see.
4 gold pieces, sorry.
Yeah.
And I think, is Garrick talking to that ogre lady? I think it's a lady.
Oh, I definitely don't fancy his chances.
He'd have to take his armour off first, and that's a rare one.
We must return to the party and.
I'd say you probably hang up on the out of the way, at least until you notice most of the singing is dying down, and you see people just begin to sort of curl up, pulling over large quilts made from woven leaves. You see the last few sort of settle, and going back to the pit and the circle of people, where do you wish to settle?
Ozzy would approach the Grand Owl.
Great Owl.
Great Owl.
So she was one of the last people to finish chanting, and there's always a few people sat round her, sort of just playing with her hair or stroking parts of her body. And as she sort of comes back she goes into quite a deep trance. And as she comes back from that, she sort of ushers them away, and then begins to move just a little bit away from the fire and begins to pull over a large leaf blanket.
Hey there.
Oh. Thank you for your playing.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
It took it to a new level.
It's these fingers and hands, baby. They take
Yes,
everything
you
they
have
touch to a new level. You know what I'm saying?
You have some exquisite talents.
Yeah. Tell me, should we consummate this meeting of two great parties? You know, the leader of each party, you know, consummating.
I see. Make a persuasion check.
I'm just going to throw up while you do that.
I'm trying to imagine what high Aussie would say trying to pull. Persuasion.
Yeah.
25. I have a plus 10 on persuasion.
There is a glint
How
in
do
her
you
eye.
have such high pluses?
Because that's my
That's his
thing.
thing.
Charisma is
Yeah, but my highest thing is +3. Oh no, I've got a +5.
I lean into Scarrick and just say, "There's no chance that line's going to work."
She gives you a glint in the eye, and 1 second. You move to the tent with her. Jesus Christ. Ugh. And after some hard work,
What are you
you
doing?
manage
why are you trying to
to
open a bottle of
What are
wine like
you
that?
doing?
pop.
You know that's what the arms are for, right?
Yeah, it got stuck in the cork. You struggled to get in at first. So
So did you.
she takes you back to the tent, takes your hand and begins to lead you. And as you get into the tent, you see a few of the others have come and just sort of positioned themselves around on the large. The floor is just covered with what can only be described as beanbags and soft furnishings. It's almost like a nest.
Is everyone going to watch?
Shh.
Oh.
She puts a finger to your lips and brings you in. Towards the back, she pulls across a semi-see-through red veil, and opening a chest at the back, she pulls out this large glass bong. It's ornately decorated, and she places it in the center of you, sits legs crossed, ushers you to do the same opposite her. She pulls out a smaller box, this one really dark mahogany with a gold trim. Opening it up, there's what you can tell is a tobacco, but you're not sure what kind. She preps the bong and lights it, letting it fill and fill with this curling blue and red smoke that seems to almost spark. This will help us reach our spirit levels. And she takes a huge
Oh yeah.
engulf and passes it to you. You do the same. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Nice. Come on, Ozzy. Stay awake. Oh. Constitution save.
Yeah.
14?
Okay. You instantly feel the effects of this herb. You've been smoking all night, and you've been smoking a lot of your life. Lots of different things have passed through your body. This is strong. This is some heavy stuff. However, having built up your resistance, you manage to keep a semi-consciousness throughout the evening. For the remaining 5 hours till the early dawn, it is just a mass of bodies and heat and passion. You are unsure of how many people were involved. You're unsure of how many times things happened. But as you sort of...
You're unsure who was in who and
Yeah.
what was in you.
And what was in what?
You feel like you have completed everything you could have done. And as the birds begin to sing outside and the light comes through the tent, you lay. She's asleep next to you, and you just feel completely exhausted. And you take 1 level of exhaustion
Oh, fuck off.
for not sleeping at all night.
Oh shit, do I not even
But at
get a
least
long
you-
rest?
At least you remember it. No, you don't. You haven't rested, my friend.
Shit.
You have been active.
Okay.
Everyone else, take a long rest. I presume, Scarrick, you were not partaking in.
No, I
event.
was. I figured I would have tried to grab one of the pipes before people left and just smoked, but in a corner somewhere and gone to sleep.
Yeah. And
how do I add a level of exhaustion on?
I think
Do
you
know?
just remember what it does. I don't know if you can add it to your
Oh,
sheet.
active condition.
Is that
Yeah,
in your long?
got it.
Yeah.
I think the first level just gives you
Yes.
disadvantage on checks. Is that right?
Yeah, ability checks, I think.
Yeah. So, as the rest of you wake, fairly well rested, the morning light coming through, I presume you'll have passed a message on to the crew through Ellie to tell him just wait till the morning. Was you awake, feeling drained but happy in every sense of the word drained?
Oh, that void is definitely filling up.
I would presume you sneak out without waking up the fellas, which is your normal routine.
I
Yeah.
would like to think Styles is just opposite the tent, just looking, and when he walks out, I just give him a smile.
Oh, Styles, you struggled to sleep from the noises emanating from that tent last night. You weren't sure if someone was getting attacked by an animal, an owl bear, or if it was a heat of passion. The bet was fairly obvious.
Good morning, Ozzy.
Shh, don't wake up. It's always awkward when they wake the next morning. Let's just get out of here.
Picard. Just point in the general
Oh,
direction.
good morning, Mr. Styles.
I bet you had a
believe
good
you,
view last night, Picard.
A good view.
Well, you don't sleep, right? I don't think you
Yes,
would have
that is-
anyway.
No, I took to walking around the ramparts every so often just to
I genuinely
keep us safe.
think I want to stay here. That was one of the most amazing nights of my life. I haven't had it that good since last time I visited Greyhawk, and me and the band, we ended up in this sketchy like brothel. It cost a lot of money, but man, it was a good night, and this was free. Usually, you got to pay for this shit.
Well, it's free until the itching starts.
What?
Yes, we must get you to a physician as soon as possible.
I think
But
we
there's-
might have some delousing fluid on
My
the
my
on the
back's aching and my butt, like my butt cheeks, like real sore. I don't know what happened there.
boat. Your
I
tail,
need the other
your
three of
tail
you
looks
except
like it's
Ozzy to
got
make a
kink.
perception check.
Five.
10.
That you have advantage on perception checks.
Give me
18.
your gogs on.
Oh,
18.
18 for Picard, yeah.
I don't think I've got my gogs on there now.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Picard, you notice, as Styles mentions the kink in Ozzy's tail, there is a odd shimmer to the very tip, a residue, you could say, seems to be.
Wow, this got...
Mr. Ozzy, there's something unusual on your tail.
Oh, what? I flip my tail around and
As you
give it a
flick it, it's sort
sniff.
of spraying everyone.
Oh, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting weird flash. I think this tail went inside everyone at one point. Oh my god.
Oh, do we have to do an acrobatics check to see if we dodge it?
Yeah. Dex save. I'd say it's close range and so fast it's hard to miss.
This is really highbrow role playing. This.
Yeah. You do,
I
Ellie, who
think you need
was
to do your magic on yourself. Yep.
around you
Very
begins to
close.
fly away, and you just get a sense of disgust.
I start prestidigitationing myself.
And as you do, you make your way out of the castle.
I would just before we
Yeah.
go, I would just say to Stars, can I have the necklace that Brown Bear gave you, please? I think it's a
You've got
bit.
the bag. I gave you the bag last night.
Oh, did he? Did you?
Yeah, with everything in it and the milk.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
gave me
he
the
did.
milk. Sorry.
No, I give you the bag.
Okay, well, before we leave, then I pull out the necklace and I just rest it next to Brown Bear.
Yeah, his hulking form.
Picard, could I have my 4 gold pieces, please?
Well, the thing is, how do we know that Ozzy? Because, it is my understanding that many people were involved last night, but do we have confirmation that Ozzy did indeed lay with the owl lady?
Yes.
Oh,
You see his
well,
tail.
all right then. See it, I can taste it. All right, fine, here's your 4 gold.
Thank you very much.
And I hand him 4 gold.
From my spell component pouch as well, I pull out. No, actually, no, I don't. I
Didn't.
I pull out one of my. I didn't pull out. I pull out one of my flamboyant, fancy neckerchiefs, and I deftly try to tie it around the wrist of the sleeping grey owl.
Make a sleight of hand check.
16. It's like,
Deep
that's
in
quite-
slumber, and you manage to move her body and tie it on.
I tie it on, kiss her on the forehead, and leave.
Okay. You head back to the ship, carefully avoiding the encroaching vines that seem to be already growing back from where they were slain the day before. And arriving back at the ship, you board.
Could I just say, I don't know how much of those vines we collected from that jungle, but on the way back I would have been looking for more.
Yeah,
Just
I
to
think
make sure that we have
said
enough
you
for
got enough
tattoos.
for like 2 or 3. I think so.
I would do enough to make sure that we have enough for 4 at least, so...
Okay. So you spend a bit of time in the morning just collecting those and heading back. You arrive back at the vessel. And boarding, there is the usual banter of how it had gone. They query whether everyone's okay. You'd obviously sent a message the evening before, so they weren't waiting on you as such. They give you a quick update on the damage and inform you that it will need attending to when you get back to Tempesta, but they think they'll make the journey back. They've now got a crew member on watch to ensure the levels don't rise. And you set sail on the ocean back home. Takes a day to travel back across the ocean. If there's anything you wish to do, you can tell me. If not, we will arrive back at Farreach Bay.
I would, at some point, pull out the sending stone.
Okay.
And, Galen, I hope you're well. Just, things are good with us. We're lying low. Out at sea somewhere. Need to know basis, you know. Just wondering how things are in Saltmarsh. And, also, Packard has seemed to be an ever-growing, interesting collection of, severed heads. So, if anyone happens... Well, it'd be much appreciated if you happen to find that before anybody else, just so, you know, to save any awkward questions. He'd really appreciate it. Yeah, how's it going? Let me know.
You wait some time, sitting with the stone in your lap, and then you hear a familiar voice. Hello? Is this on? Hello? Hello? Ozzy, if you can hear me, I've just heard your voice, and I believe it was from this stone. You asked whether everything is okay. Well, it's okay. It's been better, but it's okay. Preparations are in place. We will move out to war soon. The ship, you say? Yes, the ship. It will be commandeered, but I will ensure it is my crew that take it to war, and I will protect it as best I can. The heads, yes, we will think of something for that. Do you know whether he has a particular favourite? If I can only take one, is there one that he would need? I'm not sure on logistics. Yes, well, I do hope you get this. Because I haven't really used one of these before, so... I wonder... How do I stop it? Has it stopped already? Ozzy, end. Stop. Stone, stop. 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 And you hear a rustling as it goes into his pocket. And then footsteps. The relieving sound of water splashing into something. He's either beginning to run himself a shower or relieving himself. However, after a short amount of time, the stone sort of realizes it's the end and cuts off.
Not sure how this technology works, but okay.
Yeah, that's how it works now.
Jonathan used his last word, so I'm going to still record.
Yeah, I think we were discussing this the other day, and we said because it's only once a day, there is no limit on the stone anymore.
Yeah, I
because
mean,
we haven't been sticking to limits for the full campaign. So
I think in theory
more
it's
fun without
supposed to
them.
have 25
words.
But hey ho.
Galen
don't
could
make
never
the
keep
rules.
anything to 25 words.
Nah, I'd struggle to.
But that's what you get back.
Okay. And then I would ask Picard. Picard, you're the collection you got going on.
My
What?
Tide Times books.
No. Your weird head collection.
My perfectly normal head collection, yes.
How many heads have you got?
Well, I've got this one here. It's the head of
Oh
the...
my god, that
Yes,
is
I haven't been keeping this one very well.
fuck.
At this point, the eyes are gone. There is just bare sockets. The skin is beginning to get taut in the sea air. It has almost begun to mummify itself as it's dried out in the heat. Like, the summer days now are really hot. Like, anything that you've got in your bags, all your chocolate's melted.
Oh, damn it.
But things are hot, and the way you've been keeping this head, it has begun to dry out. But its features are less discernible than before, to say the least.
I
So this
immediately
poor-
use
poor fellow-
prestidigitation to like at least get rid of the smell,
Yeah.
or try to cut mask
this-
the smell.
This poor fellow was the leader of the what were they called? The Crimson
Scarlet
Look,
Brotherhood.
Crimson Dynamos. That was it. And my other two were my sister. You may remember her, bitch,
Ah, fucking bitch,
yeah.
Kira. Yeah, I do.
and the head of another member of the Crimson Dynamos,
Oh yeah.
who I wish to. What was his name? The guy who did. Garen, who did all the murders on the boat. Yes.
Oh, scaring. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I wanted him for information.
If you had to, just say, hypothetically, if you had to pick a favorite, if you could only choose one, which would they be?
He looks down at his manky head. He has a, that's a tough one. But they say nothing is stronger than family. So I guess my evil bitch sister.
Okay.
That way I can taunt her for an eternity, you see.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Why'd you ask?
Oh well, I messaged Kellen. I appreciate that you got left behind, and you might want to.
It did.
Wanted,
I was
keep
worried
him.
about it.
Yeah, so he was unsure if he'd be able to save both heads. So to pick a favorite.
I see. Yes, I think we're at the stage where if I did lose a Scaran head, I could survive. But I would prefer not to lose any from the collection.
Yeah, true. I suppose there's going to be plenty more heads to add to it over the coming
true.
weeks and months.
That's true.
Not mine though, obviously.
No, I will do my best to find adequate heads that are not yours.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
Yes.
I walk up and just said, "What you guys talking about?"
Oh, just severed heads, and
Just Packard's weird severed head collection.
yes.
I don't know what's worse, heads or hands.
I know, honestly, like,
I don't like hands.
well,
You here as well?
your reputation precedes you. I actually think I'm one of the more normal ones in this group, and that is saying something.
Yeah,
That is saying
I,
something.
I don't know about that.
There's still some seminal fluid on your tail there, Mr.
Oh,
Ozzy.
God, the spell just won't get rid of it. Jesus.
Dripping.
I don't get it because it's like forked, and it'd be like, when an arrowhead goes in someone, you won't be able to get it back out. That's why you got to push the arrowhead all the way through.
My tail is
How?
tough.
Maybe he went through someone.
I think your tail has an arrow. I'd imagine it having like an arrowhead.
Same,
On it.
like a
Oh, I
like a
see what you
devil.
mean. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I presume you
I
can
imagine
fold
a
the
full-blooded
sides in.
devil.
Can you control it? Do some tricks.
I just
Put it on Scarrick's bum.
I just like lift it up towards Styles and just slap him across the face with it.
Ow!
Oh, sorry, it's quite difficult to control.
So you journey home. There is a raised sort of, a heightened sense of alertness about the crew from the interaction on the journey there. However, throughout the sort of watches throughout the day and the evening, no one sees anything. No one really reports anything odd or out of the ordinary. And you arrive back at Tempesta, unscathed.
Which leaves Kurt very surprised.
Surprise, motherfucker. Arriving back at the bay. God, why have I forgotten his name? What's your bosun called?
Sonny, I'd ask. It's Sonny, innit?
Yep, Sonny's quartermaster.
I'll speak to Sonny and
Laryl.
advise, Mike, I'll give him 50 gold pieces and explain how the people here normally barter, but feel free to use what you can out of the hull to try and get parts to fix the boat. at his discretion.
Yes, well, and he's with Laurel, and Laurel sort of comes across as well. Laurel. Yes, I did actually make some inquiries before we set off while you were out on your other voyage. There is a family-run business, the Wavecrester ships, and they have a dry dock in the town. I believe it's 15 gold per day. I imagine the 60 you've given us should cover. We will ask them to take a look and make the repairs that are needed. I'd estimate it'll be about 4 or 5 days' work.
Very good. Keep us informed. We'll no doubt be at the tavern.
We will. And so he docks the vessel, and you disembark onto the jetty, and then you see the crew preparing it to sort of move around. One of them goes down and heads towards the end of the dock, where you can see where the dry dock is. Basically, when he points it out, you can see what it is and where it is. This point it's coming into sort of early evening as you arrive back, and again there is sort of a lack of people around. There are a few more ships docked in the bay, but there is anticipation for the coming event. And as you disembark the ship and make your way from the docks to the tavern, the Baron, coming from his house with 2 guards, waves across at you. Ah, you've returned. Come, please. He ushers you over.
Oh, hey.
A good journey, I presume.
Yeah.
Eventful.
More orgies than I would have liked.
Orgies. I thought you'd save that for the festival.
Oh, I mean,
not-
got more
not this
orgies
one.
in us.
Yeah, Ozzy likes
Do you
to
know of
practice
any,
and build up to it.
Do you happen to have heard any rumours of large creatures in the water?
Large creatures, you say?
Like excessively large.
I've heard tales of beasts in the past, but most vessels have come through. Where was it you went again?
Oh, where the old town is.
Old Town.
So we went there just to have a bit of sightseeing, a bit of an explore.
Few months back, there was an incident. Someone was coming in from the north side, past Dragon's Rock and down, and they reported the ship being hit from underneath by something.
Oh, shit.
Not sure what it was. No one caught an eye, but
That
they
same
managed
thing
to
happened.
seem to patch it up.
That same thing happened to us. We hit something underneath.
I see.
We had to.
You catch a glimpse? See what it was?
Well,
Something big.
something big. I mean, looking out at the horizon, there was what looked like a small island, and it was there 1 minute and gone the next. So, if that's what it was pretty big.
I'll speak to
Ah,
my
yeah,
shark
yes.
hunters and send them out. We have a few days before
I
the
don't
festival.
think it's a shark. It was bigger than a shark.
No, that's just what they're called.
That is team.
That's
You
just
know,
their name.
We've been
We're
through
the
this
Mr.
already.
Men. They're the shark hunters.
Yeah, like
Oh
that.
right, yeah. I get it.
But it's not a shark, you see. It was bigger than a shark.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yes,
He gets it. He gets it.
I understand it's not a
Right.
shark.
You
You
see,
might not want.
Our
You might
name
not want to send
makes
shark hunters.
sense because we're men and we're misters.
Listen,
So-
I didn't call you over to discuss the politics of my town.
Okay.
I called you over because I have a task.
Oh.
You said you wished to help for the festival, correct?
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, it's the 25th now. There's 3 more days. I wondered if you could help with some food gathering, some hunting.
Aye.
Well, hunting's not.
Are you sure you don't want to get the shark hunters on that job?
It's not nautical. This is land-based.
Oh, I see.
Any boar
We have
around
some
here?
food.
Oh, I mean, it's
Okay,
not really
well,
utilizing our skill set, you know.
Sure as.
What, for hunting for food?
Listen. Here's the
Excellent game.
list. And he pulls it out, and you see. He pulls out a list, and if someone wants to write this down.
Oh god.
We've got most of the food, but these are some things that can really be a specialty. And I don't know if you know, but there is a pie making contest, and if you wish to enter, some of these might help. The first creature that we have often had at festivals is a baboon. Have you encountered one of these before?
A baboon?
Baboon.
I don't know, have I?
I don't know. It depends whether you've been to jungles or not. They're very jungle orientated. Probably say most of you haven't. Maybe you've seen one in the town, like chained up, or you've seen some sort of primate. Perhaps not specifically a baboon. Yes, baboon. The brain itself, chilled, is quite a delicacy. Another one. The constrictor snake. Bigger the better. We can cook the entire thing in one over a grill and then slice it. Delicious. In the same vein as the snake, crocodiles. Crocodiles can be quite delightful or sometimes tricky to catch.
Couldn't the shark hunters get the crocodiles? They're in water.
They're more inland. It's the swamps where they roam.
Not
Giant
saltwater
lizards.
crocodiles.
Like an
Giant
alligator.
lizards is the next one. They live up on the rocky ridges. And here. And he pulls out a map and hands it to you. It looks like this. You can take this with you. It won't take you too long to get down there. So giant lizards live on the stone ridges, and then one more, and this one is quite the delicacy. The giant snapping turtle. If you hollow out the shell and cook all the insides internally inside, it makes a fine stew. But listen, I've got preparations to make. Here's the list. It'll take you a few days, but you'll be back for the festival. Just do your best. If
Sounds
you
like
need
fun.
supplies,
We'll go camping.
head down to the wave cresters. They can set you up for things for traps. Anyway, not long, and then we can celebrate.
Not long at all. I need to be working on that song. It's gonna be a hit.
Oh, speaking of songs, there is music throughout the festival, but on the final day we do always have a closing ceremony, so to speak. And I could look at them extending your set if you manage to bring back some of these creatures. Specifically the lizard and the turtle. They're my favourites.
Is he referring to the crocodile?
The giant lizard
Oh, I missed that
and
off
the
the
snappy
list.
tail.
Giant lizard.
Anyway, time waits for no man. Best of luck to you. And he sort of slaps you on the back and then begins to head down towards the docks.
Oh, that's a big palm.
Right, so
A hunting list,
guess
I
we're
mean.
going for a little hunting and camping trip.
Well, I mean, isn't Styles' thing he's got going on a bit more important than hunting animals?
Well, the ship's out of action, so
Hmm.
it's kind of all we can do.
That's a good
I
point.
guess we could keep ourselves busy with this task.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, there's not really much in the way of entertainment here, is there?
I thought you wanted to do the festival anyway, so, you know,
Oh, I do. I
this way
definitely
we're
do.
back for it.
100%. I'm performing, honest, whether they want me to or not. I need an outlet for my tunes.
So I'm just looking at this map. So they say the baboons are in the jungle.
Right.
The lizards were at the
On the
Stone Ridge.
Ridge.
Did you say? Mm.
Yeah.
So as you look over this map and you sort of judge scale, you have 3 days before the festival starts. It'll take you half a day to make your way to the part of the island where the hunting grounds are.
Make it away.
Then you probably establish you could hit maybe 3 or 4. Depends if you want to hunt during the day, during the night, set up traps and move to other places. It's up to you, really.
Well, where would we find the constrictor? Anyone know where we would get a constrictor?
In a jungle.
In
The
jungle.
swamp.
I'd say the grasslands.
That's the jungle and swamp.
I'd say the cliffs.
How's that memory
Snapping-
working out for you?
I think snapping turtles are near the river, aren't they?
You would
Let's
imagine
go
so.
to the, what do you call it, the people to get supplies from, and we might be able to get some traps.
Well, yeah, and they might
Yeah,
actually
and I'd
have
say we do
a
a
bit more
little
information.
triangle of river basin, stone ridge, and swamplands, and do like little triangle of setting up traps and hunting as we
Yeah.
go around.
Oh, we could
We'll
split
take the
up.
boat in a box so we can travel up and down river.
Yeah. Alright, let's go get some traps and put the supplies in.
I mean, yeah. What time is it?
It's late now.
Yeah.
Alright,
Should we just get to the pub and have a beer and then do this in the first thing in the morning? I'm pretty tired.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I slap Ozzy in the back until you
Why is
get a
it
little
slapping
bit
me in the
tired.
back? I am tired. Yeah, my back's really aching. I don't know what position I was in.
It
So,
did sound, I wasn't sure if someone was being tortured at one point.
I think I was. That was kind of part of it, to be fair. Bit of pain for the pleasure, you know, it's ups and downs, waves of feelings. It's you should try it sometime. Next time you can join in.
Yeah, you didn't invite any of us. I think Scarrick was lurking around outside for a bit. It was,
It's not the first time.
No,
he's
no,
he's
I just
usually
had to
hovering outside
piss.
of the hotel room, listening in. Little weirdo.
there's a nerve for people like you, Scarrick.
Well, to be honest, I mean, I would have happily had any of you join in, but I thought it was just going to be the two of us. And then when that bong hit, I mean, honestly, I didn't really know what was going on, so I was in no fit state to make any rational decisions.
Yeah, I think Mr. Picard was a little bit upset. You might want to have a little chat with him later.
Oh yeah, oh well, yeah, okay, that's fine, yeah.
and you head to the tavern. Entering, you see it's quiet. There's just that one woman who was there before sat at a table, and the barkeep, she's there just wiping down the bar.
Barkeep,
When she sees you, she waves across and
we need some
begins
drinks.
to pour some drinks and brings him across to usual table. And we'll just take a quick break there, and then we will continue. Right. So, as you sit down in the bar, Mia comes across with a tray of beers. Any food tonight, lads?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yes,
please.
please. I'm ravenous.
No
Hey,
problem, no
uh,
problem.
Do you mind if I take something to go, please? Just like a wee sandwich or something.
Oh, yeah, I see. Of course, yeah.
Great.
I'll
Got
ask
somewhere to be,
Sharok
Scarry?
to brush something up.
I've just come up with an idea to help us out, so I wouldn't mind spending a bit of time in the forge before I go to bed.
Try
Don't
not
wanna
to
keep
sutter
you up
the
banging.
place up. No, we don't want another night kept up by someone banging away. Like, give Ozzy the side eye.
What?
Mia sort of looks around like, I'll go get the food. And she heads back, and you see her go
Thank
into
you.
the kitchen. And 10-15 minutes later, she brings like a bigger plate with like a large bowl of soup that you can help yourself to, and there's like meats and breads around it. And then next to it is a smaller sandwich, and it's sort of, the bread's been soaked into the soup, so it's quite almost like dripping, but in a delicious way. And it's filled with meats and cheeses and like cooked vegetables. Here you go. I hope you enjoy it. It's never actually done anything like this before. Could be a new thing. Well,
Thank you.
have a good
And then
evening.
I'll head off down to the forge.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I look at the others and should I tell her about my kebab idea that I invented?
Well, didn't that guy from the empty net steal that idea from you and skip town?
Yeah, with my 50 gold pieces as well.
Oh fuck. He's probably what's the word? Copyrighted it and everything now. You fucked it.
I'll get him back.
Maybe Packard could add his head to this collection.
Yes. Mr. Paycard, would you be interested in another head if I could get it for you?
Well, I don't have a bartender head, so yes, it'd be a nice new one.
Yeah.
Oh,
As Scarrick leaves and you guys are sat round drinking and just talking, the woman who is sat on the table opposite, you see her sort of pick up a tankard and come across. Do you mind if I join you? And you look at her. She's got sunburnt tan skin. She's wearing simple leather armor with sort of a matching battered shield that she brings across and prepares to put down next to you. The scabbard for a blade is sort of moth bitten in patches where the leather's peeled and just looks in quite bad repair. No, your friend's gone. It's quite quiet in here tonight.
is your name Beth?
No, it's Laura.
Laura. Oh, okay. If you change it to Beth, you could be part of the party.
Which
Beth
friend?
it is.
What was her name? Sorry, I didn't recognize.
Laura.
Yeah, of course.
Which friend? Scarrick?
Yes, I just
The
saw
dwarf?
him leave. I just thought I'd come and see if I could join you, that's all.
Yeah, of course you can. More the
Company.
merrier. Especially a woman
Thank
as
you.
beautiful as yourself. Sit yourself down.
Thank you. And
Would
she
you
comes
like a
across
drink?
and- oh, no, I've still got some in here, thanks.
Would you like some breast milk?
Ozzy,
No,
not now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
no,
I need your
thanks.
rest.
And she sort of looks at the table and she sees underneath the bread there's like the map of the area. Oh, are you adventurous?
Well, actually a musician.
I see.
You know,
We are more than adventurous.
crossbows and roses.
We are the Mr. Men.
Oh,
We're a group of many talents.
We bring justice to the sea.
Adam.
That's our prime. That's our prime directive.
Well, I won't.
We
I
are
won't-
the
Justice from the sea. I see.
we are the group that riddled not riddled. We
I'm
that
riddled.
freed Saltmarsh from the beavers.
Yep.
I heard the legend.
We did that.
Yeah, you know that
One of
beaver,
ours.
beaver problem everyone had.
Afraid I've never been to Saltmarsh.
Oh.
My
Gone
Well,
family
downhill.
is
perfectly
from
safe now. There is no beavers.
the north of the regions.
Where you from?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does
I'm
matter,
here now.
actually. Where you from? Go on, we're all
This
about
is
sharing.
Tempesta. People don't have to say where they're from here.
Oh, yeah, I forget. Okay. Yeah, we'll just forget everything we just told you about us then. That was all just a ruse.
Yes, we are
Forgotten.
not the Mr. Men. We are.
I was actually in a band called Crossbows and Lilies. Yeah,
I see.
tribute band.
You seem well travelled anyway. You ever played games before? Tavern games? And she pulls out a small leather tube and pops it on the table and tips out several dice. 3 dice to be exact.
Roll is. We've played many games over the years, but always up for something. What was this you got? Oh my god, what was that?
What was that?
dog.
Did
Being
James
a
just run off
bastard.
screen and bark? It timed perfectly. Perhaps a game of liar's dice? Have you played before?
I don't know. Have I? I don't believe I have.
Oh, it's quite simple, and she sort of gets the dice, and so she has a D10. So if anyone's thinking of playing, you need a D10.
Okay.
That one. She has a D6,
Oh, it's a D8.
and she has a D4. The premise is quite simple.
Wait, can I
It's-
add over D6? Can I put a component into my dice supply?
You can always roll it on tabletop or thingy if you want.
What point is it?
It's quite simple. It's 1 silver to buy in, and she puts the silver onto the table. You roll your first dice, the largest one, the 10. You see what you get, but keep it secret, that's the point. You decide if you want to raise or stick. Normally 1 versus 1, you see. It's more tense. I think this time I'll raise, and she puts another silver on. Then you roll your 6. And then you decide if you want to raise or stick again. And then you roll the 4. And then you show your total. And the highest total wins. It's easy. Care to play?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, we'll go first then. And she picks a dice off the table.
Pikeard raises his hand and says, "At what point does a person lie in the game?"
Well, it's about bluff more than lying. You don't want to let your opponent know how strong your hand is.
So,
See-
that initial roll of the 10, you want people to think it's really good, right? Scare them away.
Well, you also don't want to lose your money. You need to be careful. Yeah, it's a clever game.
Did the D6 and the D4 get rolled in open?
No, they're all in
secret.
cover.
Oh, okay.
Well, you ready? Here's my silver.
Okay, here's my silver.
And she rolls. See,
Oh, mine's really good. Oh, you're going
I
to want
see.
to back out already.
well, you want to raise or stick?
Oh, I'll be raising.
Well, I'll match you.
Oh, will you now?
So there's 4 silver on the table. Roll your 6.
Okay.
You see a smile come across
Oh.
your face. I'll raise this time.
Oh, well, I'll raise
One
too.
sec. I just need to take 5 minutes because I think Taryn might be getting married. Bear with me.
Right now.
Back in a minute.
Right now.
Okay.
That's bad timing.
So, she rolls the last one. We'd raised twice, haven't we? So it's 4 silver.
Yeah.
Or was you raising again on the last one?
Yeah,
Up
I
to
was
6.
raising again, yeah.
So 6 silver on the table. Well, reveal on 3.
Oh, I rolled the last one. Hang on. Alright.
1, 2, 3.
Great.
She raises a hand and you see, I don't know who's going to say first, a 5, 5 and a 3 for 13.
I got a 5, a 6, and a 2 for 13.
Oh! Then we play again. And raise again. It's double or nothing. You ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
She puts another silver in. Now at 8 silver. I'll stick, if you will.
I'll raise.
You see her eyes sort of look around the table a bit, looking at the other two. Okay, I'll raise. She puts one in. Now at 10. Next dice. I'll stick again.
Oh, bloody hell. I tell you what. I think I'm going to have to raise again. It's looking pretty good down here.
Okay. She moves from pulling out of like her front pocket, and you see her sort of go to her back, and she pulls another one out. Last dice then.
Last dice.
Oh.
Ooh. Well, couldn't have rolled much better than that.
A 2, 3, and a 1.
Oh, dear.
6.
I didn't even have to use magic to win. A 3, a 6, and a 3.
Well, guess that's the luck of the dice. And she sort of pushes the money across to you.
Well,
Takes a big swig from her glass.
how much is that I won then?
I think it was at 10?
Yeah.
Or was it 12 by the end?
Yeah, it
So
was
you've
10.
won 6. 6 of it was yours. But if you took 6 off, they put 6 back on. One more go?
Oh,
Would one of you like to play?
I don't want to take any more money off you, I'm afraid.
Right. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Here, have a drink. Baki, friend
Yes.
for our friend, a drink for our friend Beth here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, stay and have a drink with us, Beth.
Yeah, you're a lot prettier than Scarrick, so this I kind of like this dynamic.
Are you staying for the festival? As she sort of takes any drink and
Am I? Are we? yeah, we are. Yeah, I'm gonna be the headline act on the closing
oh really?
show. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it-
I'll look
is it
forward
the-
to that.
Is it the festival that's brought you to Tempesta?
I'm just traveling, you know. Just seeing what the world has to offer, I guess.
Inside check.
Okay.
$19.
You see her gone.
Yeah, I'll see what I got. 16.
You both, well, it's fairly visible to the full table, but particularly you two who are looking for it. As soon as she lost the money, her demeanor changed. She became withdrawn. It seemed the 6 silver, which is pittance to most people, really, meant more to her than it would to you. And yeah, she's withdrawn, I'd say.
Hey, you know, you can have your money back if I don't want.
No, please, no.
Playing the game is supposed to be about fun. I mean, the money is. It's not about the money, right? Here, take it
No,
back.
no, I can't.
You can.
Being a knight is about having honor.
Oh, you're a
It would
knight.
not be honorable to take. Yes. How many other people do you know who have armor?
Scarrick has armor and he's not a knight.
Well, I'm sure he's some form of knight.
He's a
or
paladin.
Paladin.
He's a paladin. He is a knight. He's a knight of all things good, righteous hands.
Exactly.
Hey, well, how about this?
Listen,
You don't
I
take your
can't take
6
it back.
silver, but how about a gift to a knight as a way of saying thanks to protecting us simple folk from all the evils of the world? And I hand her the globule of gold that I found in the volcano.
My goodness. You see, her eyes begin to well up. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's
I
it's that we came across this in the volcano over there. It's all a bit stuck together, but it's quite a bit of gold there. A worthy gift.
listen. I wasn't being 100% truthful. I am. My family. Well, my father. He is the Baron of my home village, Westkeep. And unfortunately, due to crops failing and bandit attacks, he lost nearly everything. I've been traveling around to find money to send home. And this will make a big difference. to a lot of people's lives, not just my family's.
I hope I'm glad that I can be of service. You are a worthy knight.
My name is Laura Edinburgh,
Beth Edinburgh.
and if you need my sword, call upon me, and you shall have my blade. And she stands at this point and like holds a sword in front of her. I need you to make a perception check. You can do it, everyone around the table if you wish.
Oh, I have disadvantage of things, don't I? Which is a shame because that was a 19.
16.
4.
19.
Both 19.
Well, no, one was a natural 19, one was a 13 plus 6.
So fair. Oh, I see.
19 total.
Cool. So, I presume Picard's rolls at this point, he's become disinterested and you're looking at the nautical memorabilia around the tavern, having no real care for this person.
That's a good rope.
Good knot.
But you two, as you see Laura, she draws the sword and stands with it in front of her like a common gesture that you've seen with knights providing a blade. You notice that although her armor is lacking, the sword seems to have a magical property about it. It seems it's a lot more polished. It hasn't aged. There's no damage, and the handle is shaped like a dragon's maw.
Wow, that is a mighty fine blade you got there.
Oh, thank you. It's been passed down my family for generations, and when I decided to follow the path I have, it was gifted to me.
It's do you mind if I take a look?
Yes, of course. And she passes it over you.
Wow, this is the balance. I tell you what, Scarrick will be regretting his decision to go downstairs because he'd really appreciate this fine craftsmanship.
Thank you. Is he a metal worker? Please.
Sorry, I can't be carried
It's
away.
sharp.
I cast identify
one
on it.
You like slash across, and one of the pieces of like bread that's sticking up just gets sliced in half.
Slice Packard's with their arm off.
Yeah. You identify it as a blade of dragon slaying.
Ooh, shit. I am going to cast message to Scarrick.
Okay.
And in his head he hears, I don't know how important it is, the thing you're doing down there, but there's a mighty fine woman who's come to join us at the table. Says she's a knight, just like yourself, and, well, she's got a real fine sword. You might appreciate the craftsmanship. You want to come back up, it's up to you. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah. What, do you want me to kill her or something?
No.
Take the blade.
No.
Sneak up behind her, is that what you're thinking? I've got cast darkness, maybe. Aye,
No.
that could work.
No, and I think she has the right to keep her hands as well. She's just a very nice lady. I just thought you might appreciate the work of her blade, that's all. I don't know what you're doing, so for all I know you could just be having a power wank.
Well, I'm making things for the hunting.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you later then.
I've seen nice blades before, but thanks.
Yeah, okay. Don't fucking kill her, all right?
I'd imagine it just makes
I'll
a dial
think
tone like.
Lady Laura, do you know the islands well? Do you know Pesta very well?
Unfortunately, I travelled here on a cargo ship, and I'm landlocked at this point.
you know, you're looking for money to take back, you kind of come to the worst place already because they don't really deal with a lot of money on this island.
Yes, I have found that. I think I will see how the festival goes and then perhaps barter voyage on one of their vessels to somewhere else.
Well, if you stick around long enough, you might be able to travel with us.
Oh, I see. And where is it you were travelling to?
Well,
Somewhere prosperous?
well, we're hanging about. Oh, actually, yeah, yeah. Where we're going, you're not. I don't think
I
Styles
kick
would
him
let
under
you.
the table.
Ow! We're off to the sea.
Oh, I managed to make some trade on there, but land is an easier prospect, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I may try to head to the big city. See what I can do there.
Fair enough. Well,
There's
if you're
always
still around by the time we get back from the secret place we're going to, then you may come back. Ow! God.
See.
Fuck. You might be able to come.
Sorry, the
Saltmarsh was-
table's a bit dodgy.
You just
You
watch
are a
where you
curious
swing your legs.
bunch, but I do like you.
Oh, I like you too.
I mean all of you.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
thank you for your gift.
You're very welcome.
If
Please.
you ever come to Westkeep in the northern regions, you will always be welcome.
Do we know Westkeep? Do I know Westkeep?
Quite a small hamlet.
Okay.
And it's inland.
Yeah.
Well off your map.
Yeah.
Well,
Love to.
Well, if like you offered us, if you need any assistance from the Mister Man, we may be able to help. Feel free to
oh,
ask.
thank you. If I ever have a beaver problem, I'll be sure to get in touch, it seems.
You know, we're the group for that.
If I was there, I'd be like, hold your tongue, Ozzy.
Just remember, you need your rest, Ozzy.
Oh,
Well,
God.
thank you again. I'm going to turn in for the evening.
Are you staying here tonight?
Yes. Yeah.
In one of the rooms upstairs?
No, I have somewhere else, so.
Okay. And
Anyway,
you don't have a
it's just sort of
beaver problem that needs seeing to tonight?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I've never seen a beaver.
Oh, the large, stand 7 foot tall,
Oh, a big beaver, I see.
huge teeth.
Bit
Hairy
teeth.
as well.
They are extremely hairy.
Hairy.
Large, hairy beavers.
Oh my God.
I can't think of anything worse.
Tell me, but I can't think of anything worse than that. Styles, you're ruining it.
Ozzy can calm them though, he can relax beavers. He is away with them.
An animal person.
Only a bard with a
Animal
forked,
husbandry is a great skill.
You could call me a bit of an animal, yeah.
Okay. Well, good night, gentlemen.
Good night, Beth.
Good night, Lady Laura.
Good night. She leaves the table and, slinging her shield onto her back, she leaves the tavern, taking the cups back and putting them on the bar, like a true knight would.
Well, she was lovely. Tell you what, that's always nice. I had a bit of a look over at it. And what was it called?
Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer. Is it in Thingy?
It will be on D&D Beyond, yeah.
Feel a bit sorry for her. What if she knows how to fix ships? Maybe we could commission her.
Is it a longsword?
Get some money.
I think it's just called... I just looked it up, actually. It's just called... Dragon Slayer. But yeah, it would be the longsword.
Yeah, because there's a few variations.
Variant.
The that sword you had, it would, it like felt magically attuned to, damaging dragons. I feel like it would, really fuck one up if it came up against it.
Well, if only we could acquire such a sword for ourselves in case we encounter a dragon. Maybe she would sell it to us, seeing as she is
I don't think so.
desperate for cash.
She was, I just gave her a massive thing. I don't think she's desperate for cash anymore. I just gave her a load.
No, that's true. Yes. Probably going to go buy a mansion and a
I don't even know how much was in that globule of gold. It was quite a big globule.
Have you seen the price
We'll
of gold
hear a
these days?
scuffle and a scream in the night. Hey, look! I've made this for hunting.
What do you call it?
I call it Dragon Slayer. I mean, Snake Slayer.
Yeah. Well,
It's funny she should say dragons. It's just reminded me where one of the items are hidden.
what?
You said it was in a shipwreck.
Yeah, that's the next one. But there's some at Dragon's Rock as well.
What?
Oh.
Like a dragon?
I didn't see a dragon last time I was there.
Yeah, fucking course you didn't.
Nope. Turns out you didn't see anything when you were anywhere.
Yeah, did you like turn up to all of these places with your eyes shut?
Eyes wide shut. Best way.
I'm surprised you managed to hide any of these items.
No one's found them yet. Some pesky mimics.
Yes,
So
to
as
be
you
fair,
guys-
that last one was very, very easily could have been found by one of those hippies if they were brave enough.
Ah, you see? Yeah, cowardly hippies. And didn't know they'd be there, but... Yeah.
As you toil over the legitimacy of Sal's hiding places, what have you been toiling over, Scarrick?
So, depending on if there is any supplies down there, I was looking for some
I'd say
lengths
there's
of
some
chain.
stuff. Yeah, you could probably acquire some of that. There's like a lot of storage from the tavern and stuff like that. So
like 3 lengths of chain, maybe like, I don't know, 1 meter or 2 meters, depending on how heavy it is. I'd like to be able to sling it on a rope and throw it. So depending on how thick it is. And then if there was some big hooks from either the ship if I ran over there, or if there was some hooks about for fishing supplies.
I'd say you
And I
managed to
would-
find some like spare. Is it like a winch hook that you're looking for?
Yeah, like that sort of, like big, like,
Yeah.
not winch, I want it to be like sharp, like a fishing hook.
Yeah, I see. You can probably adapt some of the stuff that you find around. Yeah.
Yeah. If not, I would just be making the hooks. That's probably not an issue at all for me if I had
Yeah.
some metal supplies.
I'd say you find some of the things that you want, and some of the other things you take some of the banding off the spare barrels that are down there, and burning the wood from the barrels in the forge. You manage to get it hot enough to turn the banding into some useful tools when you craft what you need over the course of the evening.
Yeah, and I would just be taking little bits of metal and just linking all the hooks along the lengths of chain
Okay,
and make 3 lengths.
cool. Made an advanced flail, I see. Yeah, okay. So you do that, and then the night draws in. Those in the tavern, finish your food and drink, and head down to bed unless there's anything you wish to do prior.
No.
No, I think we're good.
Then you turn in, all resting in the comfort of the Batcave, awaiting morning to arise. And as the sun dances across the sky,
Do I get a long
morning
rest?
is broken. Yeah, you finally get a long rest.
Yeah, boy.
Morning has broken.
I get rid of my exhaustion as well.
Yeah. The day is yours. You head to the hunt.
Yeah, well, to the trap place to get some supplies, get some
Okay.
traps and stuff.
So he was sending you to the Wave Crester building, the shipwrights, and as you arrive there
Actually,
early
already
morning.
have a hunting trap
Okay.
for some reason. Just saying.
Do you wish to get anything else, or you wish to use the sole hunting trap that you have?
No, I definitely want a couple.
Okay.
Of different varieties as well, probably sizes wise.
So you head to the Wave Crester ships, and you see your vessel is currently being pulled up by. There's a series of townfolk and also dark-skinned family of the Wave Cresters, who you can see the family resemblance between all of them. There's the father, the mother, and they have 4 children, 2 sons, 2 daughters. All of them crawling around the building, like they just know it so well, and they're well crafted in their business. They are currently hauling your vessel up the ramp into the dry dock, ready for its repairs. As you enter, Giacomo, the leader of the family as such, shouts across, "Good morning to you. It's your vessel, I believe.
Yes, it's the.
A fine vessel she is.
Thank you very much.
And the
What-
payment's covered it. Shouldn't take too long.
Excellent.
Maybe delayed with the festival, but we'll have it done.
Yes, we have a few errands to run that we won't mind actually. Do you have any traps, animal traps that we could have or supplies? We're going on a short hunting trip.
Traps and supplies. I see. Come with me, and he passes the rope to a few others who begin to chant and heave the ship up. Come. And he leads you out and around the back, and at the back there is just this mass sort of ship graveyard and scrapyard of parts and pieces that have been salvaged and ready to be reused for repairs. Let's see what we've got for you. He sort of begins to look around, digging in different baskets and crates of items. Traps. And what creatures are you looking to trap?
Baboon,
Arrange,
constrictor,
there's a-
crocodile, lizard, snapping tail. You know the usual.
Ladies.
Ladies. I see. I
No,
don't
we're
have any
trapping
traps
any
for
ladies.
that, but the animals I can probably do. And I'd say after about half an hour of rummaging and just general conversation, he pulls out 2 sort of bear traps, as you'd associate them with, which are quite large, enough to capture a man. Man traps.
Man
and
bear
then
pig.
a series of like
Super
some
burial
cores
guys.
of ropes if you want to make any like nooses or what are they called? Snares. That's the word.
Snares.
And then just any other pieces that you think you might need. He puts it together. So, you're hunting for the festival.
Yes, the
Aye.
Baron's asked us to get some delicacies, as he calls them.
Has he asked you to get the snapping turtle?
Yes.
I hope you do, because it's something I'd never tasted it till we got here, and it's a taste you don't forget.
Bit of a delicacy.
I've actually got a great idea for hunting them.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mr. Picard here, he has a special skill with his hand.
I
And
see.
you know
I
how
see.
they are for
always
grabbing
with the
people's
hands.
hands when you're grabbing down there. So I think maybe he could put his
Anything
hand
that
down.
protrudes, I've found.
As it comes to grab it, he could turn it to life and stop its heart.
Well, if however you wish to hunt, I guess is how you wish to hunt.
This is something we did not discuss prior. Mr.
Wish you the
Scarrick.
best of luck.
Well, I thought you could perfect that skill that you had on the ship that one time.
Yes, at one time.
Is,
Oh, with the man's ear.
is that how you killed?
Aye.
Yeah, that's how you killed Scarin, wasn't it?
We're still talking about that thing that we're not supposed to be talking about.
Our friend here.
Anyway,
Killed a man called Scaring.
No.
hey, this is Tempesta. People's past are the past. I'll carry on with your ship and...
It's not my fucking past. It's not true. We don't know
Okay,
that
friend.
happened.
But it's just
Okay.
coincidence you put your hand in his head and then he died.
And he sort of just begin, like, backing away, like... Gonna...
And Mr. Aussie's put his hand in dozens, if not hundreds of people, and God knows how many of them died shortly after.
Yeah, but not the brains. Just the bums. And the beavers.
Should we go grab us some food from somewhere, or
And-
are we happy with
and
rations?
their
that we've
mouths.
got?
And there was one time, actually, I did try to put it in the rear,
Let's
but
just
it
stick
won't
with
fit.
the rations. I'm gonna go and scout ahead, maybe.
As you head towards the hunting ground, after a day's sort of traversing, you pick up the river and begin to follow it down. And as a party, you enter from the northeastern side of the map, heading towards the grasslands. What's your plan?
So
Could we...
So,
This is quite a
Any-
generalized activity, so you don't need to be too specific. Just let me know.
Anyone have any ideas how to catch these animals?
well, like I said, so snapping turtles, you can do that tickle thing, like tickling salmon, can't you? So you go down and find little holes in the ground and wave your hand about, and they come and grab it, and then you pull them out. But like it's dangerous, and especially with the big ones. But like with Picard's hand, I thought he could maybe like let it phase through as it goes to grab what it thinks is real, and then you can turn it real inside it. Thought that could be a quick one maybe to try for that.
Yeah.
Constrictor snake, I like your idea of the rope with the hooks in it, maybe with meat in it. If not, I was thinking of just, if we find one, swinging the chains and hooking onto them, and like
I mean, I
maybe
could
it'll
just...
wrap up around the chains.
Or we could just take one of our many swords and cut his head off.
Yeah, right.
But that's always going to be the backup, innit? Like whatever we do, it's better to have a plan and then hack and slash like we always do.
I mean, they don't need him alive, but I'm assuming they want him in one piece. So,
Yeah, but you
Crocodile.
don't want the head. You don't eat the head of
Dunno.
a snake.
I don't know.
That old saying, you chop the head off and the body dies.
I mean,
Baboon is just up to you.
Is
Shoot
that
him
an
on a
old,
tree.
an old saying, Mr. Styles? Chop bits off and it dies.
These were just a selection of animals. You don't have to catch them all.
Well, you know about taking heads.
Catch 'em all.
Oh, you gotta catch them all.
You gotta catch them all.
I mean,
Gotta be the very best.
I could just turn into...
I figured maybe we'd go down through the grasslands into the river basin, and because we can go on the boat now and just go all the way down into Stone Ridge, back up to swamplands, and just sort of loop around and put traps down and generally.
Yeah, and we can have
hunt as we
Ellie
go.
flying Overwatch.
Yeah, well, Ellie's like a master hunter, so like, she's probably been flying around these parts already, so she can keep an eye out for us and let us know if she spots any of these
I'll
animals.
maybe throw down some fairy balls, and they could scout out ahead and become bait / scouts for us. At least let us know if something's nearby if they get taken out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go into the river basin then. So, go gadget put.
So looking at your map, you want to do river basin, Stonebridge, swamplands, and then back to deep jungle. You could probably do 2 places a day, and you have it's taking you half a day to get here, so it's about lunch. And you've got 2.5 days left. Is most of it you're just setting traps and then going back to check, doing 2 large loops, or is there active hunting you wish to do as well?
I think
I'd
as
like
we're
to
in the
set
river
traps.
basin, we're just looking, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to look
habitat.
along the edges, along the river edge, riverbanks for like holes, and be getting Picard to try his tickle thing / setting up traps around there,
Okay. So
and then
for those
maybe
of you
actually
who are
hunt on
trying
the Stone
to
Ridge.
tickle the giant snapping turtles. I need you to make a survival check, wisdom.
Well, I guess I'm tickling.
I mean, we're doing it with it.
Survival check.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Pycar does not know how to tickle.
So you get into the river basin, set up, and going along the banks while the others are sort of moving about in the boat and just looking around. You spend an afternoon sticking your hand into muddy crevices, trying to tickle your way around. However, you come back unfruitful. Perhaps the holes are too small. Perhaps it's the wrong location. Perhaps you're not tickling well enough. It's hard to say.
Can I
But your
get
first advantage is unfruitful.
Can I get Ellie to keep a lookout for a snapping turtle and let me know
Yeah,
if she sees
sure.
one?
Yeah. If she makes a survival check as well.
Not perception.
Not perception, because well, it depends. If you want her just to try and spot one, perception. If you want her to actively hunt one, then survival.
Just looking at what her stats are, because I don't think survival is on there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas
It is a
perception-
survival is wisdom. So.
But she has advantage on perception, so I'll use perception if that's alright.
Yeah.
Nope. Better. Oh, wait. What's it plus? Plus 3. 19.
19. Okay. Ellie's circling around in the afternoon activities while she sort of watches you two plunging your hand into deep holes. She heads down the river towards the coast, the coastal shallows, and as she's searching the shallows, she sees shapes underneath. It appears this species prefers the coastal shallows than the river basin.
Can I just ask something, because I can't remember what was said. You know, they said they wanted a snapping turtle. What was it about it that they wanted?
They just want the creature back.
The whole
'cause
thing.
It makes
They
it nice.
make a stew
yeah,
out of
they
it.
Make a
cook
s-
the stew in
okay.
the shell.
In the shell.
Cook it in the shell.
Okay. Guys, it looks like the snapping turtle, according to Ellie, is more in the coastal shallows area.
Well, we
Okay.
should head over there and
Just a heads up.
get tickling.
Let's do that before Stone Ridge then.
And as you head down to the coastal shallows, it begins to turn into early evening, and you have to make camp somewhere.
What
We
was
need to make camp somewhere.
So we don't get to hunt there.
Well, where do you wish to camp? You can camp on the beach if you want and hunt through the night.
I'll just fucking sleep on the boat.
hang on a minute.
Let's camp on the beach and hunt through the night.
It's easy for you, so you don't sleep.
I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm going to
There's lots of sandflies on the beach. It's not going to be great.
I can hunt. I can hunt. Like, I'd like to hunt before we go to bed. Because I got a
I'm
plan.
happy sleeping on the boat, so let's hunt.
Right. We'll hunt. No one sleeps till we capture our turtle.
Well, we could be any of them, right? Have we spotted any of the other?
At the moment, because you arrived like sort of middle of the day, you've just spent the afternoon on the river basin.
Okay.
So far, Ellie's gone up and spotted the snapping turtle at the coastal shallows. And it's sort of drawing, it's like early evening, like 5, 6 p.m. There's still a few hours of light before it sets into deep night.
Let's go look for these turtles then.
Right.
You head
Indeed.
down the river coming towards the coast, and you see signs of large footprints in the sand, movements, this sort of thing. And as the evening begins to draw on, getting later on, you begin to see activity along the beach, and these huge beasts, probably size almost like a donkey size, but a little bit less high.
It's a good
Are
job.
lumbering
Can I
around.
have your pie card?
Yeah, they're lumbering around on the beach, and you see some coming out of the water and beginning to move around.
How the fuck did they expect us to get these things back?
Well, go on, Picard, you go pop your hand in it and
Come on,
kill
pipe
it.
hard. Hard pipe.
I'm not sure I like this tickling idea anymore.
No, you agree to it. We'll
No,
let
I
him
think
go.
we misjudged their size.
Entirely possible.
Well, this is going to be a challenge with that shell.
Has anyone got a bow? We could aim for the eyes.
I think
Yes, I have.
that's
I have
going to be a good
bow.
idea. I've got a spear.
Ah,
If I can get it
spear.
into this face hole.
Well, you go first, and I will shoot at it with a bow, and if it all goes belly up, you can stab it with your pokey stick.
Don't think it's going to be quite a one-shot kill thing, but
What tactic are you going for? Because there isn't combat in this. This is just like
Alright,
skills
okay.
versus
I thought it
skills.
was
So.
a big fucking thing.
I'm hiding behind Scarrick. Yeah, as
Okay.
I prepare to
And
shoot my
Scarrick,
bow.
what path do you wish to take to tackle these beasts? There's
I'm
2
gonna,
currently
like,
on the beach.
I'm going to squat down and put seaweed all over my shield
Okay.
and try and make myself look like a turtle.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to have my spear ready,
Yeah.
like, so I can jab it out.
Okay.
Ozzy, I don't suppose you have anything to help me look more turtley. Yeah.
At this point, you see
It's not gonna
Scarrick
cost you.
laid on the floor like this, his shield just on his back. So you can still see parts of the metal. Like, in fact, make
Okay.
a hang on, because he's trying to do something here, and I appreciate it. Make a performance check. See how well you can make a
17.
ghillie. What was it?
17.
17. Okay,
That is,
you do quite a good job of making a seaweed ghillie suit. As you look down, you see there's only a few parts of the shield that are now sort of catching the evening light.
I'm gonna go up
So
to him
it's similar size.
and put my hand on him, and I'm going to use disguise self and turn him into to have turtle features in his face and his arms and legs. So literally looks like a humanoid tortoise.
Gross. I'm getting flashbacks of when Shredder turns human in the
Yeah.
Turtles books. Horrendous, by the way. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'd say then, in your new turtle form, crawling across the beach, you can make a survival roll with advantage.
Yeah, I'm just holding back because I just want to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm a bit in shock.
Not a good start. Oh dear.
That's a 6.
A 6.
Fucking hell.
Okay. I mean, the DC was a little bit lower and you had advantage, but you know,
My rolls have been
such
terrible.
be the gods. You crawl the best you can across the beach. However, these beasts that have evolved over time have evolved not so much to rely on their eyes, but also to scent objects coming. And unfortunately, you smell like a dwarf covered in seaweed. As you get within about 4 meters, their little heads pop up from eating the debris and stuff that's around, and they instantly turn and begin to scuttle back towards the ocean. I will say you can make...
Can I?
Just roll a d20.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
I'd like to try something
Okay.
if he
I'll say this is what you see.
fails.
The turtle only got a 7. I was just going to see who won, but the turtle did. So you try and lunge towards the turtle as you see it jumping away, but it managed to scuttle out the way. Ozzy, what you see is this Skerrick's turtle form just like standing shield, getting thrown back and just lunging towards his turtle, landing face down in the sand, just sand flying everywhere as his turtle just sort of moves out of his reach.
So the turtle's gone into the water.
The turtle is now heading towards the water. It's a few feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna allow it to go into the water.
Okay.
And I'm gonna charge towards it out of cover. And once it's like gone into the water and starts swimming away,
yep,
I'm gonna jump up into the air and like dive into the water. But as I do, you just see my form completely shift and turn into a killer whale and just splash into the water as a killer whale.
Before Ozzy does that, can I take a shot at it just out of like as a react?
Yeah.
I had my
just
bow
roll your
ready.
d20 and add your modifier like you're doing an attack.
13.
I'd say you managed to and fire an arrow and it just sticks into the back leg of this turtle. Obviously, most of its rocky form, so it can't really be penetrated so easily. However, you fire your arrow, it sticks into the back, it limps into the water. And I'll say the injury has meant that Ozzy doesn't need to roll for a survival attack. A survival to see whether you catch it. You turn into the giant whale and instantly just smash on top of these two turtles, pinning them to the ocean floor underneath your blubberous body. You then, turning around, manage to clamp them in your jaw and just chuck them onto the ocean, chuck them onto the beach. They land, rolling on their backs like across the sand. And next to you, Scarrick, as you sort of pick your head up out of the sand, you just see this turtle on its back, like its legs flailing in the air.
What? And then I just smash my hammer down on one of its heads.
Jesus.
The skull cracks and the forms turn lifeless. You have two giant snapping turtles.
Well, I suppose we should load these onto the boat.
We did it, Mr. Men. We did it.
Where were you, Pike?
I popped my head up.
You stood reading it 10
I
times.
popped my head up out of the water and you
That
say
was
like
quite a trick, Ozzy. I'll come over and stroke its tongue. like, is it
Sea Parks.
What's that film with the killer whale?
Fire in Sea Parks.
Free
Is it
Willy?
Free Willy?
How do you not know that?
Is it Free Willy? Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna wiggle back out to the water,
Turn back with my hand in your mouth.
swim, and I'm gonna, while I have an hour left, I'm gonna swim the waters and see if I can find a crocodile.
Okay. Make a survival check, a hunting check, survival.
Survival.
While he's doing that, then I suppose. Oh, actually, no. Like, I'm gonna hop on his fucking hip flipper with my helmet, because I can breathe underwater.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
I'd say do either you can do it with advantage, Ozzy, or you can both do an individual one.
Yeah, you do it.
Can I just ask, what is survival?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Do it. Okay.
But it is a skill, so you will have if you're not proficient in it, you'll have a number next to it to add.
Well, it's the killer whale stats. That's
Oh,
why I
okay.
asked.
Yeah, so it's wisdom.
Did you give me advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good.
Because you've got the hunter
Not-
tied to your fin.
Not that much better. 6.
6. Okay. You struggle to navigate the ocean beast in the narrow rivers and muddy flats of the swamp. As an orca, you begin to get clogged up with sort of the silt coming off the riverbed. A foe the the fine beast that the orca is hasn't really had to tackle. You unfortunately have to turn back before you can really push into the swamps.
I start heading back then. That's my killer whale impression. And I time it so that as the spell wears off, we just come back up to the shallows where the rest of the guys were and walk out.
Yeah, you sort of beach as the whale and then just turn into Ozzy and then just like, walking up.
Oh, that was... Whoa, that was
still
weird.
with me just hanging onto your shoulder.
Yeah.
I have never done that before, and that was fun.
Aye, that was quite the trick.
Where have you been? We was quite worried. You just
Oh, yeah, I was just looking out for one of like a crocodile or something, you know. I can only do that once a day, so I'd take advantage.
Yeah, but crocodiles are freshwater animals, not
I know.
salt.
I just
You just wanted to play as a whale.
basically.
Whale is as whale does.
I mean, tomorrow though, if we bunk down for the evening, I could transform into pretty much any animal you can think of, and to try and get one of the other things. Packer, give me an
Can
animal.
you do giant eagles then?
Yes.
A worm.
Yes.
That could be useful.
I think you should turn into a snake and try and seduce the snake. Seduce the snake.
That's not what that. That's a weird way to approach it. I was thinking just a giant eagle and just catching the snake, you know.
I think you should test yourself. Why? With the mission, we that's boring. We need to do it adventurous.
Are you truly the master of romance that you think you are?
Yeah.
If you seduce a snake.
Think of the song it would make.
This sexy form has a lot to account for. I don't know if I'd be as sexy as a snake. I'm a snake.
One way to find out.
I'm a sexy snake.
So you settle down as the stars begin to roll out across the sky. Who was taking watch on the evening? I presume you just moved off the beach into sort of the grasslands.
You
Of
just
the,
always
in the
presume
trees.
Picard.
Picard will
Picard.
watch.
While the rest of you rest, some on the boat and some on the beach, or
I would be laid on the beach, and I would
Okay.
take out the little drug pouch that I was given. And
Okay.
I have an upper and a downer left, and I would... What was the downer? Is it smoke form? A smoking form?
Un momento, por favor. That's in a completely different part of the Word document.
Sorry.
That's alright, mate. You can take your drugs whenever you want. Just need to find them. Trouble with nondescript items. Cannibals, outer fringe. I think I might be able to bookmark. Drugs. You always got to have a bookmark labeled drugs. So you had the downer. Yep. So that is like a sort of pitch black root, and then you had an upper. I think you'd had that one. You had that one.
I've only got upper and a downer left.
Oh, I think so. You've had the top hat, haven't
Yeah.
you?
Just the acid, isn't it?
So the
Or is that the
upper
top hat?
is it's called patch, isn't it?
Not sure, I can't remember.
And it looks like a little tablet, I believe. So you've got like a pitch black root, which is your downer, and a little sort of tablet, which is your upper.
Do I know how to take it? Do I have to smoke it?
You just chew it.
Oh, okay. Then I'll lay on the beach, looking up at the stars like we did on the island with the hippies.
Mhm.
and I'll just start chewing on the root. Is anyone with me?
Well, I was planning on being on the boat, but if you'd have hinted that
taking
you were
drugs,
chilling
you'll be
or
fine.
whatever, then I probably would have chilled with
Is this James or is this Scarrick?
you.
Where does one end and when does one start? Except for the height.
I mean, if you're off,
Um,
turn it down.
I would say that I'm gonna lay on the beach, and do you know what? I would want to be alone actually.
Okay. So you lay on the beach and begin to chew the root. You get a sweet and pleasant taste of like a earthy licorice, and then you know nothing of what happens next. For you just fall into a deep sleep. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll be on the
I
boat.
think.
Okay, so you're on the boat.
Yeah.
You're on the boat as well.
No, I'm on the beach with a fire, like
Okay,
Could I?
and
having
Okay.
some rations and a little drink.
Yeah, Pike has just sat. Just on the beach.
what were you going to say, Ozzy?
I was just going to add something just for flair. Just before that sort of happened, like so I'd be laying there thinking back to the time we spent with the hippies, laying up at the stars, smoking, doing the same sort of thing, and I would use
Be masturbating.
major illusion as I'm looking up at the stars as the drug starts to take effect on me, and I would create the image of crossbows and roses, like out of the stars themselves. They sort of like congeal into
Okay.
the shapes, the outlines, and we're like playing music, and then a tear like runs down one Oz's cheek, and the other members sort of fade away into the darkness. But then Picard, Scarrig, and Styles sort of take their place with the instruments and start playing instead. And like a little smile comes up into Ozzy's mouth as he just sort of passes out.
So as you two watch this, you see, because everyone can see it, yeah?
I'm not trying to hide it, I suppose, no.
It's on the beach, so you're looking up and you see it happen.
I'm in my own little world.
You see you guys appear and you sort of feel however you wish to feel, but all of a sudden the image just disappears. Faster than you would have thought it would have done. Looking across to Ozzy, he doesn't appear to be breathing.
Mr. Ozzy?
Yes, we run over.
Mr. Ozzy?
You get no response.
I slap him.
Ozzy?
As you sort of lift his eye, it's rolled into the back of his head, and as you slap him, his body moves like a corpse with no animation.
I pick
If you'd like to make a medicine check,
Is anyone good at medicine?
Well, I'm on the boat, but
yeah.
how
Mr.
close am I?
Scarrick?
Like, am I hearing this?
I'm yelling, Mr. Scarrick.
Hey, what?
Mr. Ozzy appears to have fallen into a slight case of death. Do you
Shit.
have anything?
And I'll run over with my medicine kit and perform a check.
I got
Okay.
16 on my medicine check.
Fuck off. I've got 5.
5, okay. Scarrick needs to change dice,
I'm
but
proficient though. Does that mean I get like an advantage or some shit?
it should add it on. You'll add your proficiency bonus to it.
Oh yeah, I just added +3, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
Scarrick,
guys,
you
don't
rush
let me,
across.
Don't let me die.
Um,
I
And
thought it was
you're-
syphilis that was going to kill you.
you're instantly just struck with fear. You've seen you've seen corpses before, and your first impression as the colour sort of faded from his face, even his purple skin is slightly less radiant. You feel for breathing and you can barely feel anything, nothing at all. His body is beginning to almost stiffen in rigor mortis, and you just think he's died. How could this have happened?
No, 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 no. Stay with me, lad. Come on. Don't do this. Come on. And I
There's
just like
no
be
response
shaking him
as you shake the lifeless corpse. Styles. Said you got a 16.
Yes.
You rip his jacket off and immediately just begin to feel with your palm, pushing Scarrick away so he can rest on the ground. You listen carefully. You just hear a dun, dun, dun. There is a faint but slow heart rate. He is alive,
He's not dead, he's alive. I can hear his heart.
and yet
Very
appears
weak, though.
dead.
Oh,
thank God. What was it? Did he take something?
probably.
Like,
Have you not got
I've not seen
anything?
anything
Smelling
like
salts
this.
or anything?
what's in a medicine kit? Is there anything like that?
There will be stuff like that, and the most of the stuff you try has just no effect. You sit by his body and wait, every now and again checking, and the heart rate's still there. After 8 hours, Ozzy, you open your eyes feeling relaxed and rested, and your friends are crowded over you.
Oh gosh.
Hey guys.
I'd like to think I'd still be holding him.
Yeah. Your shirt's ripped open. It's just like...
Oh no. Oh, did we have another orgy?
No, we thought you was dead.
What?
What?
Kick his boot
Like,
or something as I get up.
Ow, stop kicking me.
What did you take? What did you do?
What? What did I just Oh, there was a drug from ages ago. I don't know. I just took it from. I felt a bit inspired from the other night with the hippies, and that was good sleep. I was out like a
Been
light.
out. Yeah, you've been out all night.
Oh,
8 hours exactly.
I mean, it could be
Try
useful
the time
for
telling device. I would say
infiltration of places, possibly.
why are you hugging me?
That's thought you were dead, lad. Sorry. I just get up and wander away. Start gathering twigs.
Scarag. It's gonna take more than.
So none of the rest of you get a long rest, unfortunately.
Oh, fuck.
Tended to him all night.
Do I get long rest?
You almost get a double long rest, Ozzy. You are rested to the max.
I just imagine in my head that like had started digging a small grave, but not quite his full height, just up to his shoulders. With fit in it.
Yeah.
I've started slowly piling sand around him. Just
Packard, I'm not actually dead. You could stop trying to bury me.
Oh, I see.
And Scarrig, I appreciate the concern. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than some drugs to kill off Ozzy. Said every dead rock star ever.
So I'd say you probably have one more piece of root left, and you can label that if you wish. Shadowfell Sage. It's a pitch black root which gives deep sleep for 8 hours, and the person appears dead.
Nice.
It is a DC 16 exactly medicine check to find they still have a slow heart rate.
Oh, nice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it could be useful to get into places. If you need to have a dead body get shipped in somewhere.
Still don't know what that upper does.
Commitment.
Cool.
So, it's not early morning. It's probably 8-9 o'clock now. By the time you've got back together and got things together,
Oh, that's a good
the day is yours.
Feel fresh as a fucking daisy.
You have a day and a half before you have to set back, so to ensure you meet the festival. You currently have 2 snapping turtles on your vessel ready to go.
What was the other one? The other thing that he was like, oh, this one in particular.
A giant lizard, which is in the stone ridge, so we could walk up to the stone ridge.
It's just up the mountains up there, looking at, in the general direction, north, east, south, or west, whatever the orientation of the map.
Yeah. So as you look across from the shallows, you see the rising cliffs on the other side that lead to small patches of woodland following up smaller hills into larger rocky plateaus that protrude from the surface.
I'm gonna do something. Right, guys. That's where we're going, right? Stone Ridge. Over there.
Aye, but hold on. I was thinking maybe before you go going crazy, because it's probably going to take a while, and we've got the boat loaded up with turtles. Maybe 2 people go around by boat, and maybe try and hunt on the way, and you turn into an eagle and carry me over to the Stone Ridge.
Well, I was gonna say,
the hobbits to Isengard.
I can say, as a giant eagle, I could carry all of you. If you just want to hop on my back and go over.
Back the boat though.
Go get your boat and go in my pocket.
With the Go-Go Gadget crushed corpse of the turtles.
Well, can the turtles go in the bag of holding?
You're too big.
Can they... So how we oh, okay.
In the boat.
How big are these giant snapping turtles?
They're like the size of a donkey.
Like donkeys.
Oh, wow, okay. So they're quite big.
They're like big, yeah.
Well... yeah, okay. I really wanted to fly over there as an eagle with all of you on my back.
You can take some
We could waste time and leave them there and come back, but...
I can't believe we did all that walking before. Like a massive plot hole in the film.
Hang on, you could carry the turtles underneath you. Not carrying anything in
way
your
overhead
claws.
on the top.
Carry them in
There's
your
not a weight limit
talons.
there.
Well...
No, I don't think you should...
I'm just googling how many people a giant eagle can carry, and it says 4 people.
And 2 tails.
2 turtles on its claws. Seems perfect to me.
So, I mean, I would assume. Like they wouldn't they'd maybe have 1 or 2 on my back and 1 in my claws. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how big I am. I haven't really thought about this. I'm just sort of googling it now.
A light load for eagle is 300 pounds. Medium load 300 to 600. Heavy load 600 to 900. What does the fuck does that mean? Is there a light
Heavy load
version of
with
an eagle?
effect.
Do you have a particular eagle? Oh, right, with effect. So
I think like
how
the heavy
heavy
load
are
it
the
would
giant
be.
turtles?
Yeah, the giant. We don't work in weights here.
Weigh about as much as a donkey.
Well, I'm just giving us a rough idea because I was thinking like it's going to be fucking way too heavy, surely, but maybe not. If it just means we might be slower.
You're only trying to get across the bay. You could just fly back. Just do a couple of flights.
I didn't know how far. Well, it looks like it's quite far. I don't know.
Well, I'm guessing you're happy with us
Managed to make
carrying
down
on,
there
so
in
yeah,
a
let's
day,
do that
so-
then.
Yeah. If you
However
want
wanna
to
do it.
fly across with everyone on your back and 2 turtles in your claws, you can. All right. Because it's cool.
Okay, we're doing roll of cool now.
Oh,
Yeah, and then we
Roll
just
kill.
dump the ship down at the bottom and dump them in there and then go hunting on the ridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
wonderful.
So you see Ozzy, sort of like hunch down on all 4s and be like, sort of shake a little bit, and you just see
He's
like,
doing a weird sex thing again.
and then you
Well,
see
not again.
I like fling my arms like out back like that, and as they reach the end, they just like turn into wings, And as I do that, I sort of like reach up and just like the rest of my body just morphs into like this eagle shape, and I'm just like, "Ah!"
My God,
Badass
it's
eagle,
beautiful. So majestic.
Nice.
A way bigger penis as a giant eagle.
I look down. Ah!
So as the rest of you climb onto the eagle's back, and Ozzy flies around, coming down a low pass and swoops and picks up the turtles. You have the boat in your pocket. You traverse across, following the cliff line, and then through the ridges, weaving in and out, to land on the other side. Deploying the boat from high altitude, I'd presume, it splashes into the water, and you come down and drop the turtles off. And head to the bridge.
Yeah.
Who is hunting for these creatures?
Well,
I'd like to say if we see a few of them, I would suggest for a low swoop and me jumping off and trying to hammer strike from high.
Okay.
My.
I'd say both if you make...
I mean, if we're all flying on my
And then
back,
whatever
I'd just be like
else-
circling around, like just waiting until we
Probably
one of
more
us spots
different
one.
ones.
Yep. Everyone make a wisdom survival check with advantage. Wisdom if you're an eagle, survival if you have it as a thing.
Just looking at what I have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on
22
sight.
for Picard.
Natural 20 for 21.
Nice. Three.
20.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
I like
basically,
to think
everyone
I've got my
bar.
bow, I can do 130.
Well, I was going to say, so you can each decide how you want to do it. So have a quick think. But everyone bar Scarrick gets one. Styles, you get 2, so you make up for Scarrick's loss. Picard, you said first. So how would you like to get it? You're currently swooping along on an eagle's back. These creatures, probably about the size of like a decent-sized dog, one of the great mastiffs, are sort of in and out of are basking on the rocks in the sun at this point during the day. You can kill it. You just have to decide how.
So Picard's gonna. How high up are we?
We're pretty
Well,
high.
he's coming in low swoops,
Okay,
like
that's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you can tell me what to do.
Go in low. And as he swoops over, Picard's gonna jump off, and I don't know how to like act this out. But he's gonna get his rapier and point it downwards, like between his legs, and his legs are gonna go like a V shape, and he's gonna be turning, spinning, and he's gonna say "corkscrew attack," and he's spinning with the rapier
Nice.
pointing down, and his legs out wide, and he just
nice.
straight into one.
And you go into one's head immediately, like going straight through, and it just falls limp, and you're like, victory.
I did it. Yeah. I kick the other one real hard.
Styles, how do you wish to do your 2?
Just with my bow, just
Bow from the back of the eagle, like
as he's coming in, like
Like an AC
around the
130.
yeah. Ozzy, I presume you claw yours.
Yeah, I would swoop down and pick it up with the claws, just fly up into the clouds and just drop it from height.
Nice. And Scarrick, what do you want to do?
So I'd like to think that as I was jumping off to try and get one
Yeah.
and try and slam my hammer down, maybe I like swing up and then maybe Styles takes his shot and nudges me slightly off balance and I fall off slightly off, and Ozzy does a turn and his wing slaps me and I just go like starfish with my shield and hammer out, just spinning around
I
until
don't
I
like
hit the
that.
ground.
it looks as if I was a bad shot.
Yeah.
You can't.
No,
Good
no, it's
shot.
just
miss.
because
Blocked
you were
it.
taking your shot and I didn't realise I did the wrong timing, and when I jumped and
It's a
Sort of
classic
knocked you
case
with
of
my
the
hammer.
the parachute just
You still
getting
got the
caught
kill.
in the plane.
yeah. Oh fuck no!
Well,
Yeah, maybe even my shield gets caught and blows me up.
yeah. And I'd say as you land in your heap, the lizards that the others have killed get sort of thrown down your way, and you just sort of they all pile up around you. And part of you thinks perhaps it was you, perhaps you were the instrumental force in this. However, I'd say in an afternoon's work, after getting there and setting up and setting the boats, you managed to catch 4 giant lizards. 4 giant lizards and 2 turtles. And 1 day to return.
Delicious.
Is there
Nice.
anything you wish to do before heading back to town?
Can we go through the swamp
Yeah, of course.
and
So-
just, on the brief chance, catch something else on the way through?
I'd say it's turning to night again as you've spent the afternoon hunting, finding these creatures and transporting them to the vessel as well. You now have your ship filled with cargo. You begin to steer it up through the swamps and along the rivers. There
I'd
are
like a
crocodiles up
torch.
here.
To try and see the glint in the eyes of the crocodiles on the water.
Okay. Each of you can make a hunting check again, a survival check. Just normal now, no advantage on this one.
22 for Picard.
Were we meant to have advantage before? Because I never did advantage.
11.
You had advantage on the eagle one.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Fucking hell, Scarrick, just quit now.
Uh,
Jesus, man.
I've got my gogs on, so I've got advantage. 14.
14. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense with my
9.
like non-stealth.
You and
For
Ozzy
the
concentrate
character.
on steering the boat. You know, survival check you're doing, which is wisdom. Is your wisdom really crap?
I'm just blinding myself with a torch. Where the fuck?
Yeah. Blinding
yeah,
yourself
my
and
wisdom's
Ozzy.
0.
Okay.
Wisdom's plus 0, yeah.
The other two, as the light is a bit dimmer and you have your vision, which you can see, you spot a few crocodiles sort of tailing the boat behind. And you take your opportunity, I presume, to shoot and... Picard? How would you catch a crocodile?
To catch a predator. I think. I'm just gonna jump on it, Steve Irwin style.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm gonna say danger, 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 and then I'm just gonna
Cutlass between your teeth. So
That's
a
good.
knife, there's a spoon.
jump on its back and just, hold on to it.
It begins to do its roll of
Arms.
death.
Yeah.
Little does it know that you are technically already dead in some ways. And it will do nothing to you. It struggles for a good 5-10 minutes before confusion sets in. Its normal predatory tactics haven't worked, and as it slows and exhausts itself, you manage to just slip through its tender parts.
Oh dear.
While
The
he
boat-
was rolling around,
Go on.
I was shouting, "Put your finger in its ear! Put your finger in its ear!"
Where are its ears?
I don't know where the ears are. It's just
And as you drag the crocodile carcasses onto the boat, you set round back onto the open tides to guide you back to Tempesta. Heading back into the bay, many hands greet you in the eve of the festival and begin to offload your cargo. Is there any pieces you would like to keep if you wish to make a pie or enter a competition at all? I'll tell you what, before you decide that, as you arrive back at the dock, you are handed a leaflet. I'd say time taken and stuff like that. The festival is now tomorrow. And this is the leaflet you are handed.
I'll keep one of the turtle hearts
Okay.
to make a turtle heart pie.
I'll keep all of the creatures' penises.
Okay.
All of
You've
them. Just,
taken the peanut.
Penis
You can
pie.
please make notes of this yourself.
It's a
I'll
penis
put-
medley pie.
Penis pie.
Penis
I'll
medley
put-
pie.
2 of the front feet off the lizard and give them to Scarrick and say, unfortunately, you didn't get your own, so I think these were its hands.
No, I think that can just be for the villagers to eat. Thanks, though.
Oh, so it
can really
can't
see
be feet, it has to be hands. After
You see our culinary skills coming through here. So we've got penis heart and a couple of spare feet. Ozzy, anything you would like to keep yourself?
Oh, I haven't left you any penises, Ozzy. Did you want some penises?
It's a shame. I don't know.
Also, just starts licking the backs of all of them. Maybe some of them are psychedelic.
I would. I won't take any.
Okay.
I'll rely on Ellie to find me something.
Okay. So you send her out the night before the festival.
Yeah, something else, something different.
Okay. Write that down. In that case, as you settle back into Tempest, and now the decorations have begun to be put about, the festival starts tomorrow, and you're ready for a week of rest and entertainment.
Oh shit!
Any other things take your fancy?
All of them.
Wow.
Well, next session we will have a blast from festival time.
Oh, this looks fun. Is it a whole week?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a full week,
Oh,
7
shit.
days.
This is gonna take a while then. This is good.
I think it'll take a couple of sessions. Yeah, should be
Nice.
Dancing. Vessel of Freaks. Wow.
good.
Oh well, that's you all
I've been
over
working
Pike
hard.
Hard, isn't it?
Oh, come on.
Love it.
Cool. Thank you guys. Good session. I didn't know how
Cheers,
long
Bob.
this one would take, but as always, there's always stuff for you to fill out and do. So
Yeah. Orgies that have to
shagging,
happen.
orgy,
Yeah.
the orgies have got to happen.
I
haven't
bet
they?
you're so glad you get to roleplay sex with me.
Oh yeah, it's my best hobby.
My favorite pastime.
It's how I describe it to people.
I was starting to doubt Oz's abilities because I think the only sex he's had was on the boat, and that was, I think,
Cheers for.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been a while.
That's why Pack had bet against him.
There's not a lot of totty in Saltmarsh. It's been a bit of a dry
while.
spell. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I prefer there
Well,
was a lot of drugs involved, and in this,
Oh, yeah.
technically, didn't hear anyone consent to anything.
Now he's not in the band. Don't have all these groupies.
He's lost his mojo, hasn't he?
He
That's what
seems
it
to
is.
have lost his mojo.
My mojo.
Yeah. My mojo.
They've got my mojo.
Right, gang. Good evening.
Awesome.
And
Cheers,
we will
Paul.
have another session soon.
Goodbye. Thank you, Paul.
Cheers, dude.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye bye now.
Bye.